Tonight's game will feature the Class 4A District 4 champion. Will it be the South Sumter Raiders or the Dunellen Tigers? We'll find out at the end of the contest. It's being brought to you tonight by Eagle Buick GMC, Polarized Roofing, Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness, Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln Crystal River, the Mike Scott family of businesses, Love Honda, Love Chevrolet, and Love Motorsports. Now let's go out to the field in Dunellen and talk with Mike and Brett.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com, and the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruises, $179 a month, or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last. And you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what Love can do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. $500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
Did you know that over 100 people choke to death on ballpoint pens each year? Or that the average home wastes nearly 12,000 gallons waiting for hot water each year? We can't do anything about the first one, but we can solve that last problem. That is, of course, if you like saving water, time, and money, just use a hot water recirculating system from Mike Scott Plumbing. It gives you faster hot water where you need it and uses your existing hot water heater. So it's a no-brainer. Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888. That's 237-2888. No ballpoint pens were used during making this commercial.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Motorsports. Now is the best time to save as we clear out our entire inventory.
That means you'll find some of the biggest savings of the year. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. A new 2016 Yamaha V1 Wave Runner, the life jacket, all the Coast Guard safety equipment, all the gear you need to hit the water today. Everything you need for just $98 a month. Love Motorsports is Central Florida's largest power sports dealer. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. Hurry in. You'll be shocked at the deals available during the model year-end sale. See more specials at lovemotorsportsfl.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Motorsports. Come and see what Love can do for you.
On approved credit, $19.99 down, 84 months, 4.49% APR plus tax and license and fees. See dealer for details.
So, one of those bargain roofers hurts himself on the job. Who pays? You do, because his low prices don't include insurance. You think you got a bargain? Not. Bold Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bold Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bold Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
And welcome back into Friday Night Football here on CBS Sports 104.3 on a beautiful October evening in Dunedin, Florida. And Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field here for tonight's District 4A4 contest between the Dunedin Tigers and the visiting South Sumter Raiders. And it's 6-0 Dunellen and a 6-1 Raiders, and their only loss to Bishop Moore as we get ready for the Star Spangled Banner here to get ahead and play. And we'll take that timeout real quick and show the Star Spangled Banner the respect we need. And with that, we're just moments away from kickoff here at a beautiful, like I said, a beautiful evening. It's football weather here
This
in
is the
Dunellen.
first time. I mean, you're not going to have to. They still probably will have water breaks, but you're not going to have to worry about that tonight. Shouldn't have to worry about cramping. It's just going to be a absolutely perfect night for football here, and that's what you want.
Exactly.
Two teams are going to be button heads for 4 quarters. This should be a quality football game. And look, this is, as we said all week, not only perhaps the best game in West Central Florida, maybe one of the best games across the state.
I
This is
agree.
going to have a lot of people, from Miami to Jacksonville to Tallahassee, keeping an eye on this score, especially I think every school who's in Class 4A, keeping an eye on this one to see how it plays out. Should be a good one, as two teams with a lot of athletes, a lot of playmakers, a lot of speed are going to go at it tonight.
Yeah, a lot of D1, commits. Actually, we got the Hunter Corn on Dunellen's already going to, I think it was South Carolina, not South Carolina. It's the Zips, Akron Zips. Sorry,
Akron,
Akron
yep.
Zips. Sorry, but there's a lot of D1 quality players out here, and we're going to see that tonight, hopefully on the field. And I'm sure we will. As we look at it right now, it's a tie in the district. I mean, they're both 2-0 in the district. Of course, their regular record 6-1 and 6-0, but there's nobody behind them that can even catch them. And with that, South Sumter's going to be playing Mount Dora next week, so it's going to be a moot point from that. So whoever wins this contest tonight will definitely be in the driver's seat for the district championship. And like you said, playoff run, very important to have that home game to start off with.
Yeah, pretty simple for Dunellen. I mean, if they win this game, it doesn't matter what happens next week because they would own any potential tiebreaker. And as you mentioned, Mount Dora is playing South Sumter next week, and they would have a win over both of them, and so they know that they're good. So this is the championship game from Dunellen's perspective. If South Sumter were to win, they still would have the inside track no matter what happened next week. So for all intents and purposes, and you look at the district standings, even though Mount Dora is hanging around with a 1-1 record, I think we saw at what happened to them last week against Dunellen.
Yeah.
These teams aren't going to lose a game after this in district play. So this is what it comes down to. The winner is going to win the district. The winner is going to get a first-round home playoff game.
And we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back for the opening kickoff right here on CBS Sports 104.3 Friday Night Football.
Hey, Billy.
Yeah.
You heard about that there pump truck Mike Scott Plumbing's got?
Heard it. Shoot, I've seen it.
You have?
Oh, yeah. I get my monthly checkup just to see that thing in my yard.
You ain't kidding. I'd rather come home to that thing every day than my wife.
Mike Scott Plumbing, the only call you need to make when it comes to all your plumbing needs. Get a free filter cleaning with every septic pump. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it.
Everybody here is ready to go, and the stands are filled. The crowd's still kind of milling in on the Dunellen side, but the South Sumter side is packed right now as we get ready for this tonight's contest. And I want to make sure that we recognize that we are streaming live on
Yes.
YouTube. So we'll be on CBS Sports Radio 104.3, so you can watch it on your mobile device, whether you want to do now or you want to wait till later when you get home. You can definitely see the whole game right here on CBS Sports Radio 104.3. So we get ready for the kickoff. Dunellen going to go on to right to left on your radio dial. It'll be dressed all in black helmets, black pants, and black jerseys. South Sumter in white jerseys with black helmets and black pants. And it's funny that both these teams are black and red.
Yep.
And of course, you have to have a home and visitor jersey, so that's the way it's going to be. They're going to be
Black
kicking
helmets.
off. Yeah, it'll be black helmets, both black helmets. That's going to be a little difficult to watch that interior line. So on the referee's side. So we get ready to kick off here as we get started on this District 4A 4 contest, winner take all championship game, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a good game tonight. Number 5, ready for the kickoff. It's Lane Sanderson, and the quarterback also runs up, kicks it, total leather, goes down to the far sideline, bounces into the end zone. It'll be a touchback in 1st and 10 for South Sumter.
I think this is the key matchup tonight, is that defensive front for Dunellen against South Sumter and their offense. Price Harris talked about the fact that, this South Sumter offense predicated on running the ball, 2 big backs. If you're going to win this game and you're Dunellen, you're going to need to see South Sumter in 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9, 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, because when you know they're throwing the ball, they're not as successful. When they can throw on their own accord, they're a little bit better. So that's going to be the key. And we know what Dunellen did defensively against this team, causing turnovers last year. We'll see how it matches up.
We have a power I formation, and we've got a quick hard count by quarterback Malik Bell. That's going to draw Dunellen offsides. That's number 57 for Dunellen. Parker Fleming kind of jumps.
The other thing, too, we always talk about it, penalties, turnovers, those type of things. And, you don't want to give South Sumter 1st and 5.
Power I formation, quick snap. It's going to be handed off. Ball's on the ground, and it's picked up by Dunellen. It's number 20. He's on about 20, 15, 10, all the way down. And turnover, quick turnover. I'm trying to find out who it is. Number 8, Jace Williams picks up the ball on a quick turnover by the running back. That would be Deion Williams, number 23.
What did we just talk about? Penalties and turnovers. And Dunellen won last year because of their defense and the turnovers that they cause. After they get a penalty and things are not looking good on 1st and 5, they force a turnover, and they're about to get on the board early in this one and take a 7-0 lead as they are inside the 10. Looks like the ball is touching the 5-yard line.
Yep. So a 1st and 10, 1st and goal for Dunellen as they're getting ready for the snap. We got a Lane Anderson in the shotgun formation, single setback. It's going to be handoff to number 8. He's going to cut back inside. No, it's going to be Lane Anderson on a keeper, and he's taken down. A good fake there by Lane Anderson, and maybe get back to the original line of scrimmage. You're going to say, well, he does. Gain of a half yard, be 2nd and goal.
Yeah, try to give him a little play fake right there, I think, is what they were trying to do. This is key, though. You got to win the battle up front, and this is where you've got to get 7 on the board if you're Dunellen. You can't settle for field goals.
Ball's on the near side hash mark. Sanderson with motion man in front of him. Handoff, number 21.
A lot of room.
A big jet sweep to the right side, far sideline. And taken down there by number 2. That is Jalen Taylor. Comes up from the cornerback position and for a loss on the play.
There's the speed you're talking about, South Sumter. I guarantee you just about every team on the schedule against Dunellen, that's a touchdown. But South Sumter able to sniff that out. And, you've got 3rd, and they haven't gained but half a yard.
3rd and goal. Sanderson in shotgun with Williams to his left. Snap, looking, going to pass to the ball. Deep floater into the end zone, according to number 8. And we'll see if he gets his foot down. They're saying no. He's out of bounds as they threw a jump ball into the corner near sideline, and incomplete. Be 4th and goal.
Interesting call here. It looks like they brought out the kicking tee for Sanderson. So I think Price Harris is going to try to take the 3 points.
Yeah, Lane Sanderson, quarterback, also doing the kicking duties. Holder will be number 21. That's Josh Williams. Ball's placed on the 5-yard line on the far side hash mark. He is a left-footed kicker. Snap, put down, kick is up, almost blocked, and they're going to say it is good. So first one on the board, and we've got an injured player really quick. Big time. I don't know who that is, and I don't know if that's Sanderson or not, but somebody is down. We'll take a quick break here as we look for the injured player. You'll be listening to CBS Sports Radio 104.3.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $179 a month. These are rock-bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year, only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance specials at lovehonda.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what Love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year, $29.99 to its signing, plus tax and license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
Lane Sanderson was the injured player for Dunellen, and there was a penalty on the play. They moved the kicking all the way up to the South Sumter 45-yard line.
That's not just a penalty on the kicker; it's a penalty on the quarterback too, because he's their QB. So he kicks the extra point. I mean, the field goal to give him a 3-0 lead, but that's their quarterback, and this is a guy that is a fairly mobile quarterback. He's not, your stand in the pocket guy, so he's going to be in harm's way. So for him to get dinged up, and obviously that's a win by South Sumter, only allowing 3 points.
Big time. So it's 3-0 here. 10:47 left in this first quarter, as number 25 will now do the kicking for Dunellen. Run up, kick is up, and it's going to go into the end zone, and he's going to knee it down right there, so they'll bring it up 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line for South Sumter. It's going to be second series here for South Sumter.
Yeah, I mean, even though you only got 3, if you're Dunellen, I think you like it because, in the South Sumter players' minds, boy, this is feeling a bit like last year. I mean, they caused turnover after turnover, a lot of dysfunction on that South Sumter offense last year. And so the second play, really the first play after the penalty, they turn it over. So that's a good sign for the Dunellen defense.
Power I formation, handoff to number 23. That's Deion Williams, goes off the right side for a couple of yards, brings up 2nd and long.
Talked about it today when we were analyzing this game, Mike, and it just... South Sumter is a very talented team, but I think the offensive style that they play fits in perfect to the defense that Dunellen plays. I mean, they are a physically strong team. They love it if you're going to run the football at them because they think they can stop you, and that's what South Sumter is going to try all night long.
Motion inside handoff again. That's number 24. That's the other big back, Boykin Rice, 6'1", 247 senior, goes off right side for a couple more yards, and they're going to give 1 more yard, so it'll be 3rd and 7 for South Sumter at the 23-yard line.
This is what we talked about. I mean, this is where Dunellen wants it to be, is 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, because this is not a comfortable passing down for South Sumter.
Bell under center, single setback behind him, wide receivers on both sides. You're going to hand off to number 24. He's going to go off the right side again to the near sideline and stop short. Being up a 4th down, and it's going to be a punting down for South Sumter. So Dunellen's defense answers right back.
I mean, this is exactly what, Dunellen sort of picked up where they left off last year against them. I mean, they've frustrated this rushing attack. They can try to go inside and outside, but this is right into Dunellen's hands. Now they have a chance to get really good field position.
There's a snap and a kick. It's low line drive. It's going to bounce, and it's going to be knocked down right there at the 40-yard line by number... Can't see the number on that one, sorry, but job down there for South Sumter will be 1st and 10 for Dunellen.
It'll be interesting to see what Dunellen is doing at the quarterback spot, as looked to me, and I could be wrong, but I saw Coach Harris saying a few words to number 17, Cameron Massey, coming out onto the field. I do not see number 5, Lane Sanderson, out there. No, Lane, he is back there.
He's back now, and we have a shotgun formation. To Williams to his left. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Snap. Inside handoff to Williams. It goes off right tackle for a couple yards. And it'll bring up 2nd and long.
That'll be a key also tonight, too, on the opposite side, looking at the Dunellen offense against South Sumter defense. Is there going to be any room up the middle? Dunellen has some speed. They can get the ball to the outside, but they like a little bit of that zone read stuff. They like to throw it up the middle a little bit to the running back. So if that's open, we'll see. It certainly wasn't on that first possession, but that was some tight quarters inside the 5.
Empty backfield now for Sanderson with twin receivers both left and right. Snap. He's looking, 2-step drop. Got pressure coming. Throws a deep ball in the middle. And it's intended for number 17 and just overthrown a little bit. That was Cameron Massey.
17 looked like he didn't think he was getting the ball. He kind of gave up on the route. It was thrown into what looked like double coverage. Fortunately for Donnell, it was overthrown almost into the hands of number 17 for Donnell. That was Cameron Massey. I think if he would have thought it was coming his way and run a little harder, he would have been all alone because there was nobody behind him. But now you've got a third and long here for Donnell, trying not to go 3 and out. Again, they got 3 and a field goal their first time. South Sumter has a fumble and a 3 and out.
Ball's on the 43-yard line. Snap, inside fake, and it's going to be a bubble screen to number 7, Cat. Massey's going to go down to the 50-yard line, gets taken out, and he'll get the first down by a couple of yards. So 1st and 10 inside South Sumter territory with 8:34 left in the first quarter.
Is down again. He's just in a heap. He doesn't feel very good. That looks like that's that leg, that knee, whatever it is.
Did he get hit again? I didn't see
it.
No,
he didn't get hit. He just started to walk up or trot up to the line of scrimmage to kind of go no huddle, it looked like. And I don't know if it's a knee or ankle, but that obviously is still bothering him. So now you'll probably see Cameron Massey. That's the one thing I said Denellen would have going for them tonight is the fact that they can throw those little swing passes, what'll open up the defense. Even though they pretty much are run plays, that can open up the defense. Where South Sumter has a harder time doing it. Now we'll see what Massey can do. This is a interesting situation to be in.
Hand off to number 21, the right side, Josh Williams, as Massey is taking over for Sanderson. Gain of a couple, bring up 2nd and 8. Ball just outside the 45-yard line in South Sumter. So yes, Cameron Massey has taken over for Lane Sanderson. Massey was the wide receiver. Now he's came in.
He's a junior. He's played a little bit of quarterback for them on the junior varsity, and I know Price Harris has mentioned him as a young man they're comfortable with and feel like he's got a lot of upside.
Shotgun, play action pass, got pressure coming. Massey makes 1 miss, 2 miss, but then he throws the ball's up in the air. It's picked up by number 74. The ball was in the air, and number 74 for Dillon, that is Big Hunter Corn, picks the ball up in the air and just drops on it.
Yeah,
so lost on the play.
You could tell he wasn't comfortable with the football in his hands because he was like, okay, where do I go? He started to run back, then he turned back the other way. And Massey, that's one thing, when you're quarterbacking, especially against South Sumter, you don't have a lot of time. If you don't see that first option, if you're going to tuck it and run, tuck it. Don't be holding it above your head like he did.
Loss of about 5, so it's going to be 3rd and long. Massey's going to back and he's going to take off. That scramble to his right, go to the far side, looking, got somebody coming, and there's a ball thrown into the middle, up for grabs, and it's dropped. Intended for number 9, Maurice Goolsby, who had it in his hands but dropped it there. It would have been a first down, but it'll be 4th, and punting team comes on for Dunellen. 7:12 left in the first quarter. 3-0, still your score here. Dunellen leads.
Yeah, there was an opportunity for a play to be made there, no question about that.
Now Lane Sanderson was also your punter. And now,
so that's going to change things up as well.
Yeah. So number 9 is going back. Maurice Goolsby is going to do the punting duties as 2 backs are back for South Sumter. That is Ricky Tenario and number 6, Isaac Fields, back at their own 20-yard line. Snap. Big kick, huge kick, a nice spiral. It's going to bounce in the end zone, 10 yards into the end zone. So Goolsby
kicked that 60 yards in the air. It's a pretty good foot.
Yeah, I think he might be switching positions here or something, but that's a good punt for Goolsby. 7:12 left in this first quarter. First early score for Dunellen as they recovered a fumble inside the 10-yard line. That would be Jace Williams, as he takes it down to 5, and they get 3 points out of the play. Malik Bell is your quarterback. It's the first time he's going to go out in the shotgun. Twin receivers to the near sideline. Snap, handoff. Now he's going to read option. And number 23 taken down for a loss, Deion Williams. And a good play by the defensive end there, number 4. That's Jared Ham.
There's been absolutely nothing for South Sumter offensively so far. That is their 5th offensive play. And if I'm keeping tabs correctly, they've got about 5 yards total.
That's
probably take away about -10 on the fumble too. So I mean, they're not moving the ball at all. Dunellen doing exactly what they thought they would.
High formation, quick snap, and that's going to be Jayon Williams. Go to the far sideline, gets one down to stiff arms, gets all the way out to the 30-yard line. They'll be close to a first down. Looks like they're going to call it as a first down.
That was the first time, Mike, and we talked about Price Harris. The one concern was when they go fast, when they go up tempo, can you get a line? Make sure your alignment is correct. They were very late to line up, and that's where you saw an outside run, and he went outside and actually fell on the track and is down over there on the Denellen sidelines right now.
So we're going to take a quick timeout with the injury. It's 6:36 left in the first quarter. Dunn leads 3-0 over South Sumter here. CBS Sports Friday Night Football.
Are you ready for tailgating season? Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln is. They're kicking off football season right with 2016 Ford F-150s with 72-month 0% APR financing. 2016 Ford Escape with 72 months 0% APR financing and 2075 bonus cash. Don't let your team down. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details.
Welcome back, everybody. Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3. I'm Mike Dean with partner Brett Knutson as we are coming to you live from Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field. For tonight's contest between the South Sumter Raiders and the Denellen Tigers. Denellen leads 3-0. 6:36 left in this first quarter as number 23 comes over to the other sideline, and Deion Williams looks like he's hobbling a little bit, but looks like
Hobbling a
he's
little
all
bit.
right.
It looked like he was kind of more towards his elbow, shoulder than his feet went out from him as he went with those plastic spikes. You go off the grass and onto the track, and they just slide right out from underneath you like you're on ice skates, and that's what happened.
Malik Bell now going to go under center again, really quick as they come out of the huddle, right up to the line of scrimmage, single setback, motion across the back, inside handoff, and he's going to go off the left side, and they just power his way, and he gets very little.
We've seen it, Mike. The one positive play is when they've gone quick and Denellen didn't get lined up properly. That is the big difference there between the two.
Bell runs all the way over to the sideline to get the signal, and then runs back into the huddle as we get ready for second down here. Let's call it 2nd and 7. Bell's going to be in the shotgun formation, single set back to his left. Twin receivers to the near sideline, handoff. They're going to cut it back inside. Good cut by number 26. That's
first down.
Fields. That's the second first down they've gotten on a running play.
Getting a little momentum now is South Sumter. A couple of first downs, establishing a little bit of control up front.
Pardon me, it was Israel Fields, sophomore, 5'8", 175. A little smaller back, so maybe he's trying to get through the holes a little bit better. And they're going to split out twin receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Snap. Bell, read option, and he is stuffed. He is stuffed for a loss on the play as they just ramrod. That's number 9, yeah.
Maurice Goolsby was the first one in there. Just about to say, Mike, I mean, there is absolutely no thought whatsoever by either South Sumter offense or Denellen defense of a pass. I mean, Denellen's keeping a couple guys back to be safe, but you can just tell there's absolutely no thought to it. And once again, even though a couple first down, Denellen doesn't allow them to cross midfield. They're going to get good field position potentially again.
Chase Williams back for Denellen. Kick is low. Line drive going to go over their head, bounce on the 20-yard line, and then roll down to the 15. It'll be 1st and 10 for Denellen with 5:02 left in this first quarter.
We noticed in the last break that quarterback for Denellen, Lane Sanderson, was getting his right ankle retaped on the sidelines, and he's still sitting there with that right foot up in the air. So at least for this possession, it would appear, once again, it'll be Cameron Massey running the offense for Denellen as they're going to take a quick little water break right here. And I mean, obviously, if you're Denellen, you go to Plan B right now, which is Massey. And I mean, obviously, he gives you a little something different than Sanderson in the sense that he's a little more mobile coming out of the pocket, and you could do some more quarterback design runs. But it's still going to be up front. I mean, they're still going to have to open holes either for the quarterback or for the running backs. They're going to have to get some room up front on the offensive line because obviously, they struggled that first possession. They get it inside the 5, and we said, you're going to want to come away with 7, not 3s. And so they've had a couple of opportunities in good field position. Now this is the first time they're backed up as Denellen inside their own 20, right about the 15-yard line.
So 1st and 10, Massey's going to be in shotgun with a single setback behind him to his right. It's going to be a read, and it's going to hand off to the right-hand side. That's Jace Williams. He go out to the far sideline, gets 2 blocks in front of him, and then hit out of bounds. Doesn't no flag on the play, but he's pushed out.
I think there's a little bit of the difference between the two offenses as well. I mean, you've got the big bruising South Sumter backs, a little more speed for Dunellen, and if you can get a little room outside, they can gain some chunks of yardage, as we saw there. That ends up being a first down run out to about the 26, 27-yard line.
So 1st and 10, trip receivers to the near sideline. Massey looking, bubble screen again, caught. It's going to be at the 25, and then 30, cuts back on the inside, 40, and thrown out of bounds there. That's number 1, Ivory Mack with the catch and the run.
Second time we've seen that bubble screen work very good for Dunellen. Getting it out of his hands quick, getting it to a playmaker in space, and another first down, 2 plays, and almost out to midfield for Dunellen. So Massey's got this offense working well on this drive.
4:14 left in the first quarter. Ball sits right at the Dunellen 45-yard line. Massey taking over for the injured Lane Sanderson. Shotgun formation, twin receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark. You have a discussion now with the referees.
I don't know what they're
not sure what
talking
they're talking about, but the head referee is now going over to the side judge and talking about it. And we'll see what they're trying to do. They're saying something about the clock.
Yeah.
Clock is at 4:10 right now, and it's going to move to 10 seconds. So it's up. They change it to 4:20 as we get ready for this play. Mack going to be on the near sideline, twin receivers to the far sideline. Williams to Massey's right. Motion with Mack across the face. Handoff to Mack. No, it's going to be held by Massey. He's going to cut up the middle. Makes 2 misses at the 50, and then brought down right there, number 85. That is Travis Holland. And he was brought down right there.
He was down. South Sumter saw their defensive player come away with the football, but he was down, and the South Sumter player grabbed the ball. I thought that was a good call by the official. He was right on top of it.
Yeah. So that brings up 2nd and short. So good down here to see what they can do. Massey again in his shotgun with 3 wide receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the near side hash mark, going right to left. Snap looking for a bubble screen. He's got pressure coming, and he's thrown away, and he throws the ball down. And that's intended for Ivory Mack, but they're saying that he was
outside the pocket.
I
We're
wasn't
going to
sure
see. There was a receiver in the area.
Mack was in the area.
They're pointing to number 1.
Yep. So I was going to say South incomplete Sumter. Pass.
We are on the South Sumter side.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might hear them a little more clearly.
So 3:40 left. Let's bring up 3rd and short here, just outside the South Sumter 45-yard line.
I don't know if this may be 4-down territory.
Yeah. After Goolsby's punt, you don't know, though. That's going to be Massey. He's going to snap, handoff. That's going to be Mack up the middle, and he's going to be close to the first down.
That will be.
We'll see where the mark is.
It's at the 45 here, and he is just
short,
about the 45 and a half there. So it depends where they've got the sticks. I think it looks to me like it is about a half a yard short or less.
Yes, they're saying 4th down, so they're going to bring in the punting team.
I'm surprised at this. I'm very, very surprised that they do not try to run this one up the middle. Perhaps they're going to try to draw him off sides. I don't know, but Bryce Harris in a game like this with his defense playing like he is, I'm a little surprised that they're not going to.
South Sumter has no one back, so it looks like they're either looking for a fake or they're going to go for the fake.
There's a fake.
And there's the Jace Williams, and he's going to go right up the middle, and they got it. They're saying
first down. South Sumter fans are going to be very upset, but forward progress was a first down.
Yeah, they did get past the 45, so it's going to be a first down.
Yeah, I mean, it's forward progress. I mean, he was clearly across the 45-yard line. He was driven back towards midfield, but his forward progress was at the 45 inside, actually closer to the 44. So, I know they didn't like that call, but that was a first down.
You got to love the energy, though, from this crowd. It's the first time
every play they're into it. There's 3 plays in a row. They don't seem like they're very happy, but I think all 3 of them were correct. So a little bit of gamble there by Bryce Harris on the fake punt.
Massey coming in for, and we got a timeout, and Bryce Harris wants a timeout. Doesn't like the play call there, so we're going to take a quick timeout here. 3-0 is the score as Dunellen leads on a very early score, field goal. 2:36 left in the first quarter. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016
water
GMC
if you
Terrains
want it.
from $199 a month.
I will in a minute. Go ahead.
2016
I'm fine now.
GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every
Snack
color,
hole.
every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
Welcome back, everybody, to this Class District 4A4 contest. A pretty good one right now. 3-0 your score as the now leads in the first quarter. 2:36 left. First and 10 from the South Sumter 45-yard line. Snap, handoff, and he hits the hole hard. That's Jace Williams, and he gets pounded, but he's got at least 4 yards there, being up second and call it 6.
Once again, some hard running, and that's what it's going to be tonight. I mean, it's not going to be easy to pick up yards on either side, I think. It's going to be very, very difficult. You're going to have to work really, really hard to get some positive plays.
We got twin receivers to the far sideline, balls on the near side hash mark. Massey, single step back to his right. Shotgun formation, motion with Mack across the face, fakes to the Mack, and then give it to Jace Williams. Great play as he gets close to the first down, then he's pushed back. And we've got some extracurricular a little bit.
I see a little bit of that. I don't think there's any question, but both guys just sort of walked by each other, brushed each other, and decided that would be the end of it. The referee said, I'm going to let you talk about it. If you do something, I'm going to throw a flag. And they both sort of walked away smartly.
Clock running down, under 2 minutes now, 1 minute and 30 seconds. As Massey is getting the sideline, signal for the sideline. Mack going to be to his right. Modified pistol here with twin receivers at the far sideline. Turn around and Bass thrown outside. Mack catches it to the 30, jumps over one, gets all the way down to the 25-yard line as Mack leaps over a defender. First down.
We're seeing Massey be able to throw the ball pretty good too. I mean, he can take care of the ball in terms of throwing it, and that's one of the other things I think Denellen has in their arsenal that South Sumter does not. And they've sort of been lulling them to sleep with run play after run play after run play, and you do a little option there, and he pulls it, tucks it, and hits his who's lined up as a tight end coming across the formation and hits him perfectly.
There's a lot of pick your poison back there from in the backfield of the Denellen Tigers.
Yeah, I mean you got
the
quarterback, you got two running backs. They're running a lot of jet sweeps, and then you're going to have a guy go out, and if he wants to pull the ball and find somebody running free, he can do that, and that's obviously working well for Price Harris right now.
Ball is sitting on the 25-yard line as we're going to go full shotgun with three running backs in the back and see if they move out of this formation, which they do usually, as we got one setback behind Massey and two setbacks to either side.
Still having a clock problem. They're trying to get that reset.
Yeah, there's 1:10 now. It went from 59 seconds to 1:10 on the clock as Massey gets ready under center. Single wide receiver left and right. Full backfield, 2 steps, looking. He's going to throw a ball deep in the end zone. And it was intended for number 9, Goolsby, but overthrown, incomplete, stop the clock.
South Sumter had their defensive back probably in better shape to intercept that. So
it brings up second down, not yet into the red zone on the 25-yard line, but they took a shot in the end zone. Price Harris wanted to see if he could get his big guy in there. And Massey goes back to the shotgun formation. Again, the full backfield, riding back to his left and right, and the pistol formation behind it. Mack goes in motion. Going to be a toss sweep to the near sideline. Got one man to beat, cuts inside. That's number 21, Josh Williams, who gets a couple of yards. Actually, they're going to say he just got right back to the line of scrimmage, so it'll be 3rd and 10.
Good job by South Sumter sniffing that one out as well. They had a couple of guys cut the corner, no place to go, and was lucky to turn it up for a couple of yards on that one, but that sets up 3rd and long. It's almost 3rd and 11 right now for Dunellen. And, with, Lane Sanderson obviously on the sidelines, and he's laying sideways with now ice on his foot. He's not kicking a field goal.
No. Goolsby, shotgun formation, trip receivers to the far sideline. Looking, got pressure coming, throws the ball in the out pattern, and it was intended for Jace Williams, right through his hands, and saw a player coming and took him down. That was number 2, That was Jalen Taylor for South Sumter.
I think you got to go for this. You know, it's too far to kick a field goal.
You don't have a field goal kicker. I don't know.
A punt does you zero good right now.
Right.
I mean, you know, toss it up in the end zone. Maybe they pick it off at the 1 and you bury him back, or maybe you get a defensive interference, or maybe you get a first down. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with going for it here. There's really not a whole lot to be gained by a punt this situation.
Shotgun formation. Jace Williams to Massey's right. Trip receivers at the far sideline. He's going to roll to his far side, looking, pass option run, and it was thrown, intended for number 21, but incomplete to be turnover on downs, with 9.6 seconds left here in the first quarter.
I think we saw the same thing, though, with Dunellen as we're going to see with South Sumter. You got to get to second and third and short, and you've got a lot of opportunities. If it's second and third and long, both of these defenses are stout enough that it's going to be tough sledding.
So we'll probably get one playoff here before we get to the second quarter. And just a note, we are live streaming on YouTube at CBS Sports Radio 104.3, so you can watch it on your mobile devices, your tablets, your phones. As we get ready for the snap, Bell's going to hand off. It's a fumble on the ball. Ball's on the ground again. That's 2 for Dion Williams.
Well, Dunellen is all over that ball. And
they Dunellen recovers the ball. That's number 33, Francois Joseph. And that's 2 fumbles on the snap.
That's 2, yeah.
On the handoff, I'm sorry.
And I mean, you know, look, this is not like South Sumter is in trying to run a different kind of offense. They've been doing this for 7 weeks, and when you have those really simple mistakes, I mean, those are things you do in practice in your sleep all day long. You've been doing that for 3 weeks of camp. You just can't have those in big games. And now it's up to Dunellen to make them pay. And by make them pay, you got to get 7. I don't even think 3 is an option with no field goal kicker.
Massey, shotgun, twin receivers to the far sideline. It's a read option, and Jakes Williams, who gets tackled. He's going to get a face mask as he's pulled down. And it looks like it will be a penalty against South Sumter. His head turned over. That'll be the end of the first quarter, though. And they will call it a defensive penalty. They do. Call defensive penalty, a face mask on South Sumter. And with that, no, they're not going to call it yet because
they're going to mark it off,
and then they're going to wait.
That'll be the end of the.
Yep.
Or are they saying they're going to do on a defensive penalty at the end of the quarter? Do you do 1 on-time down?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought they were trying to do. So we got 12. They're showing the second quarter there, but
they're bringing the offenses back out onto the field.
The offense and the defense.
Yep. I think they're trying to say there's 1
because you can't end it, right?
Well, half you can't end it on a penalty, but the quarter is what is. And I think I've seen them do that in high school football a couple times. That they don't let you end the quarter on a penalty.
So we're going to have twin receivers to the far sideline. Snap, read, and it's going to be Massey on his own. Straight up the middle. He's going to go to the 10. It's all the way down to about the 4-yard line. No, he's pushed back to the 6-yard line, sorry. And it'll be first and goal for Dunellen in the start of the second quarter. Here at the end of first, Dunellen leads South Sumter 3-0 on a Lane Sanderson field goal. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
It's like to not have to pay any overtime charges? Well, at Mike Scott Plumbing, there is no overtime charges. That's right, no overtime charges. That means straight time, anytime, all the time. On call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We specialize in plumbing, irrigation, drain fields, gas. Hey, like us on Facebook, learn about us on YouTube. Give us a call toll-free, 866-314-4443. Mike Scott Plumbing, a family of companies. And remember, if water runs through it, we do it.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $179 a month. These are rock-bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year, only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance special.
Go anywhere in the world Harold first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what Love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year. $29.99 to signing plus tax title license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
CBS Sports Radio 104.3 is your official home for Gator football, Gator basketball, Rays baseball, and high school sports. This is WYKE English 104.3.
And welcome you back. And real quick play, they started up really early, and Dunellen scores on a Jace Williams 6-yard TD run as he leaps over the offensive line as we get ready to kick the ball, and it's blocked by South Sumter. Number 21 doing the kicking duties for Dunellen's Josh Williams.
Kind of expect that, don't you?
Yeah.
With no Lane Sanderson in there, you wonder if from now on, not only are they chasing a point, they might go for two anyway.
Exactly.
But yeah, real quick play, quick hit up the middle, and this time Dunellen takes advantage of the turnover with 7. So you've got 2 turnovers by South Sumter so far in this game. The first play of the game that leads to a field goal, and then the second to last play of the first quarter, they turn it over again, and that turns into 6 points. So Dunellen up 9-0 once again. Turnovers, the bugaboo for South Sumter against Dunellen the last 2 seasons, and not just the turnovers, but now you've got the fact that offensively South Sumter just not moving the football. They picked up 2 first downs, but then we're stuffed. They haven't got the ball past midfield yet. And if you're Dunellen, obviously you're feeling very good about the start to this game. And I think you also got to be happy, even though you lose Lane Sanderson. Pretty good job so far by Cameron Massey running that offense.
Definitely. Cameron Massey stepped in quite admirably as we get ready for the kickoff. Number 25 for Dunellen be doing the kicking off duties. We don't have him on the roster. I apologize. Listed here, but it's a run up kick, and it's a low line drive, a screamer across the lane, picked up right there at the 15-yard line, comes to the 20, cuts out the middle, and all the way to the 30, 35, 40, cuts back outside, and down to the 45-yard line. Is a big hit on the kickoff team by number 28. Sorry, number 31 is actually looks like he is extremely injured as he's coming off the field.
That's how you help change field position. You can't get it done on offense, you get it done on special teams. So a big play there for South Sumter. Gabriel Felix is the player hurt for Dunellen. He's their middle linebacker, a junior. We'll see how that affects the Tiger defense. Is South Sumter trying to go quick here, Mike?
Yep, 45-yard line start, 1st and 10. Power I formation, inside handoff to the big bruising back, number 24. That's Boykin Rice.
And here they go. Trying to go quick.
Yep, they're getting up about 5, second and 5.
Slowing it down.
Boykin Rice is senior, 6'2", 247. He's an offensive lineman with the football. Just getting started here. If you're joining us, 11:22 left in the first quarter as Dunellen leads 9-0 on 2 turnovers. They get a little bit of a jump, but they didn't cross the line.
South Sumter
fans are really into this game as we get the really handoff 2 up the middle. That's again Boykin Rice, and Deion Williams hasn't touched the ball yet.
Sets up a 3rd and short.
Ball's
this is right in South Sumter's rear house. This is what they want.
Yeah, this is what the pounding, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That's what they're known for. Brings up 3rd and call it 2 yards. They are now inside Dunellen territory. I believe that's the first time they've gotten in
First
Dunellen
time they've
territory.
crossed midfield, absolutely.
So Dunellen,
big drive too, down 9-0. It looks like points are going to be hard to come by tonight. And so when you get your chances across midfield, you got to get some points.
Quick snap, inside handoff to number 24, Boykin Rice, who just runs over a player. And wow. Hit number 21.
That qualifies as a slobber knocker right there.
Josh Williams. He got 247 going against the 180. That's 60 pounds difference.
247 running hard usually wins the battle, and that's what happens. That was helmet to helmet. Give Josh Williams credit for popping right back up. Says he's okay, but yeah, you'll feel that one for a little while.
I guess so.
It'd be interesting to see next time those two meet head to head if Josh sticks his head in there again like that.
Shotgun formation now. Ball's on the near side hash mark. Handoff. That's number 26, the sophomore. He's taking the ball to the right side. That's Israel Fields. Good gain there. Gain of about 4. Brings up 2nd and 6. Just outside the Dunellen 35-yard line.
Find it interesting, Mike, that they're South Sumter getting something going offensively, but they're not going quick pace. They're taking their time, calling the plays. I don't know if they felt Dunellen was taking advantage of the quick play somehow, but they've slowed it down, but they're moving the football nicely.
Power I formation, a good cross. Buck as a little switchback. Number 21 cuts all the way back to the sideline. 25, 20, with a 15, and he's taken down right there. That's Jace Williams taking him down.
It's a good cutback right there, Mike. That was a really good cutback across the field as he was snuffed out going around the right side, but a very nice cutback right there by Derek Dixon, and takes the ball inside the Dunellen 20-yard line. They've got it marked inside the 10, actually down to about the 8.
So it'll be first and goal for South Sumter. First time they've been in the red zone in the Dunellen territory. 9:15 and counting here in the first half. Dunellen leads 9-0 on a field goal and a touchdown with a missed extra point. I formation, handoff. And that is, again, Deion Williams. And
wow,
every time
play.
he gets the ball, they just push him back. Dunellen just swarms him. That's Hunter Korn coming in there and starting it up there.
They certainly seem to be keying on him. I mean, he's not making any big plays. Everything's been with somebody else out there, but that's a big play right there. You've got first and goal inside the 10. Now they force it outside the 10, and we talk about the comfort zone for both of these offenses. This is, a short field. Now you got it second and goal at the 11. Not a lot of room to work with. A chance for Dunellen to come up with the stop and maybe hold him to 3.
Bell in the shotgun. Handoff again to Williams, and they stack him up again. He's not going to gain anything. In fact, he's probably going to lose
7
yards.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 Dunellen Tigers right there at the point of attack. He had no chance to go anywhere, so now they're giving him a pretty generous spot.
They are.
It looks like.
They actually gave him a yard. They gained a yard on that.
Yeah, but now, once again, we talk about down and distance and how it affects an offense. This is third and goal from the 11. And here's a great opportunity for Dunellen to come up with a stop and make them try to attempt a field goal. Will we see the first pass of the night by South Sumter? Certainly
Bell goes
does not look like it.
Motion across. That's Williams. A fake toss sweep. He's got pressure coming. Throws the ball into the end zone and throws it out of the end zone. It'll be incomplete. But pressure was coming from number 9. Dunellen. That's Maurice Goolsby from the defensive end position.
And here comes the field goal unit. So if you're a Dunellen Tiger fan, that is a big-time win, just like South Sumter did on the first turnover of the game, holding Dunellen to 3. Now we'll see what the field goal unit looks like for the Raiders as they try to get on the board and cut this 9-point lead down to just 6.
This is Ezekiel Lopez going to kicking duties. He's a right-footed kicker.
Got it spotted about the 18, so a 28-yarder.
The snap, put down, kick is up. And kick is good. So South Sumter gets the 4 points of the night. 3 points on Ezekiel field goal, and they'll be up down by, they got 9-9, but it's 9-3. So it's 9-3 here at the 7:48 mark in the second quarter. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're listening to Friday Night Football on CBS Sports 104.3.
Nicholas Ford Inverness is now celebrating 35 years giving back to your community and honoring all veterans and first responders. Stop in today for super savings going on all month long on new Ford cars and trucks and a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks, including Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss the 35th anniversary celebration at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 west of Inverness. Just look for the big American flag. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness.
Welcome you back in. Friday Night Football here on CBS Sports 104.3. That's Ezekiel Lopez on a 28-yard field goal. Gets first points of the game for South Sumter. It's 9-3 even though the clock says 9-9. 7:48 left here in this first half.
That was not a 9-point field goal. It was just 3.
Say, new scoring rule? I'm not sure. I wasn't sure that.
Nature Coast out early in front of Citrus. That was 7-0. We had Seven Rivers and the Villages tied at 7 apiece, even though it's a non-district game for Seven Rivers. Kind of a statement game for Ray Green and their program, taking on a team in the Villages that plays in this district, 4A4. So an opportunity for Seven Rivers to get an impressive win. Looks like there's
pooch kick, and we got
I don't know if they call offsides or what they did. The referees blew it dead right before he kicked it.
We got delay of game. But the T went down. Not sure how they can call delay a game when the T goes down, but that's what they're doing.
This is a vocal, energetic, into it crowd from
Very much
South
so.
Sumter.
They follow well. There's a great
Yes.
crowd here for South Sumter. This is a
And
football
it's not
town.
that they don't they show up, but they are into the
Yeah,
game.
they
It's
are.
not just show up and watch the game. They let you know how they feel with every play, and that's the passion. That's what makes football so great over there.
Exactly. And that's what I've known. We've been around. I've been around this area before. South Sumter, they've got guys that are 90 years old that follow this team, and they're diehard Raider guys. So they're going to move it back to the 35-yard and re-kick, and that's Lopez, and he's going to do a pooch kick. It's coming down to the 35, taken right there. It's going to be switched. It's going to be the 40. Makes a couple of moves and gets out to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Denellen at
Don't
their own 45.
love that call from South Sumter. I mean, Donnell's moving the ball pretty good,
Yeah.
and I don't think you want to give them a short field, 7 minutes to go. I mean, you could see them Donnell running 4 or 5 minutes of the clock and getting into the end zone here. I think you try to make each of these teams go as far as they possibly can offensively. You have to trust your defense.
So if you're just joining us, it's 9-3. Denellen leads. They're going left to right on your radio. Ball's at 1st and 10 on the 45-yard line. It's a direct snap. There's a fumble, and it is recovered by South Sumter. So right away, there's turnovers. You talked about it. Turnovers, 2 turnovers by South Sumter, 1 turnover by Denellen, and it's 1st and 10 inside Denellen territory for the Raiders.
That's a big one. We talk about you just get kind of a gift with wonderful field position, and then you give it up, and your defense was just out there, just got a big stop, holding them to a field goal, and now momentum big time on South Sumter side. And this is what happens in big games. You're going to see these shifts. It's how you respond. And if you're Denellen, now, okay, you just got to refocus, try to get a stop, and perhaps get them to punt the football. If you're South Sumter, you're feeling like, man, we got an opportunity here to really take advantage.
So Bell will go under center. Single setback, a little wing here. As we get Williams going to go with motion. It's going to be a dive play, a handoff to the left side. That's the big Boykin Rice running back. He gets a couple of yards, and quickly they switch out players and get right back up to the line of scrimmage. They're running 2 plays here to get back to back.
Trying to go fast. Last drive, they did not. They slowed it down.
Spread formation. As we got 2 receivers on the far side. Snap high. Going to be handoff, too. As Dion Williams, who gets all the way past the 40-yard line. Good game. Brings up 3rd and about 4.
Still a nice tackle right there by Jace Williams. I mean, he kind of had a step into the secondary, but Jace stepped up and hit him, and now you got a 3rd and long.
Power I formation. Inside handoff again to Rice, who powers his way for the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. 6:52 and counting here. They're going to say it's a 4th down. They're going to move it. He moved it back 3 feet. A foot.
Boy.
And South Sumter doesn't like that, so it's going to be 4th and short.
Timeout.
And yeah, South Sumter looks like they're trying to call the play as Bell comes over the sideline. As they get ready for
a big play right here.
Big play.
I mean, if you're Donnell and you make the stop, you've lost 10 yards and you still get the ball back with 6 minutes to go. South Sumter can gain a lot of momentum.
Power I formation. That's quarterback sneak. A great play by the quarterback. That's Malik Bell who gets the 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 just inside the 35-yard, call it the 34-yard line as they get ready to go quick again. Very up-tempo. And now they're going to call a timeout, and we're going to take a quick timeout. 6:21 left in the first half. 9-3 is your score. Denellen leads. You are listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com. And the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruises, $179 a month. Or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what Love can do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. 500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
All right, welcome back. Quick play coming out of the timeout. Number 26, Israel Fields, goes off right side and gain of about 7 yards. Going to be 2nd and 3, just outside the 25-yard line, close to 27-yard line for South Sumter. Big drive for South Sumter, try to get some points on the board. 5:52 left in the first half. Bell under center, power I formation, handoff again to Rice. He's going to try to go near sideline.
Nice.
He's taken down very well. That's Williams. That's Williams on the run and Williams on the tackle.
That's big time, though. I mean, look, this is a guy in number 23 for South Sumter and Deion Williams, where he wants to run inside. If you get him outside, you're going to be able, even though he's a big guy, you're going to bring him and bring him down. And that's what Denellen has got him doing, is trying to string it outside, which is not his strength.
High formation, and Williams gets the edge. Looks like he's going to get the first down or close to it. See where they mark it. 5:18 left in the.
Looks to be, that's close again. Short.
It's a right-footed spot or a left-footed spot?
About the same as last one. Looks like it's within that yard. It may be a little longer than the last one. I don't know if this is quarterback sneak time or not.
Quickly up to the line of scrimmage now again. Malik Bell under center. He's going to hand off. That's Bryce who's going to get there.
No,
Maybe
I don't think he got it.
I'm not sure if he got it or not. He was pushed
Boy,
back.
that's going to be a
wonderful,
wonderful, interesting measurement and spot, because I think that's going to come down to a measurement. They're going to have to bring the chains out on this one.
And they are going to bring the chains out.
Denellen certainly thinks like they stopped him. And from where that ball is sitting.
And we've got a flag on the play. And now it's against Denellen.
Denellen, a personal foul penalty.
Wow.
That's just so.
There's another one.
Bryce Harris is going to absolutely come unglued over there, as that was number 21 who started. Josh Williams started to taunt the South Sumter player. The official threw it, and then someone else came in, and I don't know if it was Williams still saying it or not. So even though that's going to be probably a fourth, they would have turned it over on downs.
Wow. That's a huge turn of events right there. It's 15 yards, going to put him inside the 10-yard line.
And that's after the play.
I mean, if they were just looking to line it up and try to get the measurement out there, and I think that, the taunting came in, and then they said something to the referee, and there's another flag that came in. So we've got some unsportsmanlike conduct coming.
Now, when does the change of possession occur?
That's a good question.
I mean,
if they didn't make it.
If they didn't make it, it's Denellen's ball, and then there are two personal foul penalties on Denellen, which would back them up twice. I mean, it's not like a personal foul penalty that happened at the end of the play. This didn't happen at the end of the play. This was after the play was over. I think that's why the officials are having this discussion, because the referee was calling for the chains to come out and have the the measurement. So that's the question. Do you measure? If he gets it, then there's two penalties on Denellen. You put the ball, they're both going to be half the distance penalties, so they're going to get the ball. And the first one puts it from, the 25 down to the 12. It looks like, since they haven't done the measurement, this is going to go against Denellen twice, and it's going to be South Sumter football, and they're going to disregard. But they are measuring.
They are measuring, so that's what I'm saying. He's called the penalties already.
There's no reason to measure, because they've just given the ball to Denellen.
Right. So
which is what we thought. So Denellen gets the ball, and then you've got a 15-yard personal foul penalty. The ball's at the 24. You move it back 12 to the 12, and then you got a half the distance penalty, which moves it then back to the 6.
Correct.
So Denellen should get the ball at about the 6-yard line, and that's what I meant by the change of possession happened essentially when the play is over.
Exactly. When they blew the whistle down.
Because even though you haven't measured it yet, the play is over, and just because the ball's sitting there does not mean that it continues the offensive possession for South Sumter. You measure it, whose ball is it after that play died. When that play ended, it was Denellen's ball because they didn't get a first down. And that was the discussion, I think.
So that's
ends up working out okay for it, just buries them.
Buries them, right. So but you're 454 if they can get some first downs out of this, they can knock it out and not worry about it. But
that's what I was trying to
huge.
figure out because this comes well after if the play's still going on, and you get the personal foul penalty, then obviously
if he comes in late and hits the guy coming
late,
down,
that's 15 yards. That's going to add it on. You don't need to measure. You just add the 15 yards to the end of the play. Well, because the play was over, it comes after the whistle. You're determining who's got possession of the ball first, and then you're going to mark off the penalties, and that's exactly what they're doing. They've marked off the half the distance down to the 13, and now they're going to put it down at the 6.5 yard line.
Right on the nose. And kudos to the referee. We can give him a hard time, but that was a perfect call. That was
and that's
call.
one of those things that in their
Get
defense doesn't happen very often.
Exactly.
I mean, you're watching it and you're the referee and you're getting ready to measure, and then all of a sudden there's personal foul penalties and you're trying to figure out, okay. And somebody in the middle of that said, wait, hold on. We need to find out whose possession it is, and then we're going to assess the personal foul penalty. So while I'm sure Price Harris not real thrilled with his guys for 2 penalties, the defense still makes the important play.
Pistol formation with Massey at the quarterback position, going to hand off straight at the middle, and it's going to go out to the 10-yard. Good little gain there. So.
And that's just deflating to South Sumter because you almost get the first down. You're feeling good about how you're running the football. You see them kind of come unglued and get a couple of personal foul penalties, and you're thinking we've got the ball inside the 10-yard line and we're about to potentially take the lead in this football game. And instead, Dunellen's got the ball with 4.5 to go, and even though the scoreboard says 9-3, watch us on our live stream. We've got the right score.
Yeah, there you go.
Dunellen 9, South Sumter 3.
Pistol formation, handoff. That's Ivory Mack is going to go off left side, gets all the way out to the 15-yard line.
Close to the first down.
Close to the first down, but they're going to.
This is big, I think, for Dunellen, too. I mean, because started to go sideways there the last few minutes. They get a turnover, the personal foul penalties, but if you can get a first down and get the out of here with the lead, get a first down, I mean, I think probably 2 first downs would do it. Certainly this would help them big time.
Twin receivers to the near sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark going left to right. So it's going to be, again, pistol formation with Power. It's going to be handoff again right up the middle, and he's not going to get it. I don't think he got that far.
Got out to
we'll see where they mark it again.
15. And that looks like they're going to bring out the punt team. He didn't get there.
Yeah, we've got Goolsby who kicked it 60 yards, so you never know. But they're going to go after it here. I'm sure they will. 3:30 left in this first half. Scores 9-3 Dunellen. And if you're just joining us, we had Lane Sanderson, who was a starting quarterback, got knocked out of the game. He's also the kicker, the punter, and the quarterback. So Goolsby, number 9, back to do the punting duties.
So far, it has not affected really the quarterback play or the punting.
Yeah.
We've seen it affect
the kicking,
the kicking, the field goal, and the extra point because they did miss an extra point, and that's why it is 9-3.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they could get this off. They're going to try to block it because they didn't have anybody back to receive the punt. So they're looking at either, again, I don't know why they would there's no point to put a foot fake in there. They're either going to go for the block or they're not.
Yeah. And if Goolsby can unload another 60-yarder, that's going, with a little bit of run and nobody back there, that could end up being inside the 30-yard line, which completely flips the field. And with 3 minutes to go, that's a long way for South Sumter to go. Dunellen will get the ball to start the third quarter. They kicked off to start the game. So if you're Dunellen, I think that's what you're leaning on. We need one more big defensive series to get us out here with a 6-point lead. If you're South Sumter, you're saying, man, we're starting to build. We're starting to make some plays. Now they've got somebody back. He's not far enough back if he's going to stand right there.
Ricky Tenorio is going to go back to the 50-yard line as Goolsby stands in his end zone waiting for the snap. They don't have a full block on. There's not everybody's on the line looking for a little bit there. Snap. Goolsby's going after it and kicks it. It's a high shank, and it's going to drop inside. It's going to bounce, take it down and bounce. And it'll be right there at the 47-yard line, 1st and 10 for South Sumter. So good field position for the Raiders as they get started here with 3:08 left in the first half.
Yeah, we're starting to see the field tilt towards South Sumter the last couple of possessions as they had after the touchdown to make it 9-0. You had a short kickoff, which led then down to a field goal and then a turnover after that. So good field position for South Sumter the last now 3 times they've touched the football.
Come out as Bell goes under center. We're going to power I formation again. Power high left. And we got a single receiver near sideline. Inside handoff. That's the big boy, number 24, Bart Rice. He gets to the 40, rumbles down all the way down to the 35-yard line, gets the
Finally
first
got free.
down. He came off left side between the guard and tackle, and they're going to quickly get back up to the line of scrimmage and try it again. So 1st and 10 on the 35 as they're still moving the change. And there's going to be offsides on Dunellen as the number 33 jumps.
There's that pace.
Yep, Francois Joseph. So they're going to get back up to the line of scrimmage and restart it again. Rice goes out. Number 26, Fields, comes in. Bell's going to be in shotgun formation. Twin receivers to the far sideline. Snap. Looking for a bubble screen. Throws a low pass. Caught. Well done by number 6. It shakes one tackle. Spins out of another one. Gets all the way down to the 20-yard line before he's taken down. A great little run by Isaac Fields, wide receiver.
That ball almost hit the ground. He did a good job catching it, and then a couple of missed tackles by Dunellen hurt him there. And now South Sumter with 2.5 to go, sniffing the end zone inside the 20-yard line.
Power eye right on this one. Bell goes under center, handoff. That's number 21 with the ball. That'll be Derek Dixon, who goes off left side for a little gain. Be 2nd and long. Quickly get back up to the line of scrimmage. Switching players in and out. Shotgun formation. Rice to Bell's left side. We got nobody on a wide receiver all the way out here on the near sideline, and now they move somebody out. Jace Williams had somebody out there. But now we're looking at it. Clock is running down just at 2 minutes, so trying to get the snap off. Bell in shotgun. There's a snap. Throw. He's got pressure. He's going to take it himself all the way out to the 15. 10 cuts and it goes out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They're going to call it right at the 5-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for South Sumter with 1:53 left in the first half.
Still don't know why they have not adjusted the score on the guess. Maybe they know something more than we do.
Yeah, maybe they're
feeling
future telling it.
Yes.
So the clock stops with Bell going out of bounds. 1st and goal from the 5. As they now break the huddle, slow it down a little bit with a power I formation with Williams at the tailback position, Rice at the fullback. Handoff inside to Rice, who pounds his way, sticks his head, almost gets to the end zone, just brought down right at the 1-yard line and be 2nd and goal with 1:44 and counting in the half.
Yeah, they're going to go quick here and try to catch him.
Same formation, power I left, and we got a timeout.
Bryce Harris calls that one, knew exactly what was up.
So he's trying to say that we're going to take a quick timeout. 1:36 left in this first half. You're listening to Friday Night Football on CBS Sports 104.3.
Are you ready for tailgating season? Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln is. They're kicking off football season right with 2016 Ford Explorers with 72 months, 0% APR financing. 2016 Ford F-150s with 72 months, 0% APR financing. Don't let your team down. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details.
For over 45 years, you've been able to find Bo Rice Roofing listed in the phone book. How many other companies are still listed along with them? Good question. Bo Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bo Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bo Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
And we're back as a quick inside handoff, a Cook Gainer to Rice, who gets in, touchdown, 6 points for South Sumter. So it's a quick hitter off the right side as the 247-pound Rice pounds it in for 6 points for.
Now the scoreboard is right. It's ended up at 9 apiece away in the extra points, so the Raiders could take the lead with 1:32 heading into half, perhaps.
Lopez, kick is up. Point after is good. So 10-9 now, coming back from the early deficit. South Sumter Raiders slowly climb back into this game as Dunellen has one turnover. I think the big turnover was Dunellen turnover of Massey, which started the whole thing.
Big turnover.
So South
and then, too, on top of it, remember, they went, even though Dunellen defensively got that stop, They did get backed up inside their own 10-yard line, and those 2 personal foul penalties. I mean, you could have the ball at the 26, a little more room to move, and perhaps you're able to run the clock out. Instead, the 2 personal foul penalties get you all the way inside the 6, and they couldn't do much offensively. A 3 and out and good field position for South Sumter. Now they have themselves a 10-9 lead with 1:32 to go here in the first half.
Mack and Williams back deep for Dunellen, standing at the 20-yard line. Lopez. Last
Certainly
time
looks
was a
like
pooch
he's
kick.
kicking it again short the way he's got that ball tilted.
Yeah.
He's not going deep.
And the run up is not as much either. He's only
No.
5 yards from it, so the kick is up, and it's
That's going to go
really
out of
high. It's
bounds.
going to go out of bounds.
They're definitely not trying to kick in the middle of the field, but I don't think you want to kick it out of bounds either. That's
going to give them
a bit of a mistake.
Yeah, good field position. 1:32 left. I'm not sure what Dunham will try to dial up here, but Price Harris is known to be just take it.
I mean, he said we're not going to change what we're doing offensively. Right? We'll speed it up when we need to. That's our offense. We're not going to try to keep it out of their hands or anything. So I think the biggest thing is you don't have your quarterback, your starting quarterback throughout most of the year running the offense.
Massey in the shotgun, trip receivers to the far sideline, single setback. He looks to the left, got pressure coming, and he is sacked right there. If they don't call it, he's down. And they're going to say he got sacked with only loss of about 6. We've got another player down. We got a
momentum
player.
Clearly shifted in this one. There's no 2 ways about that.
Not sure who is down for Dunellen with 1:19 left. There's a player down.
It looked like that was Williams again, didn't it?
Yeah, looks like Jace Williams, I thought.
I think it was number 8 who went down.
That is Jace. He looks like he's in pain, but I'm not sure if he's got the wind knocked out of him or not, but he's moving
he was sort of grabbing at his midsection, it looked like to me.
Oh, maybe he got...
Well, that looks like a shoulder, doesn't it?
Yeah. And yet, he lifted him up with his shoulder. So he's coming off the field. Jace Williams is hurt, so we're going to go twin receivers both sides. Shotgun formation, single setback for Massey. Snap, low. He's looking, 2-step drop, throws it across the middle, or outside. Great catch. Cut back inside, cut back outside, and all the way down to the 45-yard line with 1 minute and 8 seconds left. So it is a first down, and they're going to come up really quick, and Dunell now goes
They're
fast.
holding it. You got to give them a first down. The referees are going to have to stop this.
They're going to stop it, and
they give them a first down. Okay. Minute 8. That's a big play right there for Dunell. And it gives you some breathing room, and now you feel like if we need to, we can probably run the clock out, but we can also be aggressive and try to get some points.
So really quick up the line of scrimmage, twin receivers again, inside handoff, and they go a couple of yards before he's taken down. And that's number 20 on the run for Dunellen, Keon Williams. Quickly get back to the line of scrimmage, 55 seconds and counting. Spread formation, shotgun. Snap, looking, 2-step drop, got pressure coming. You got to step into the pocket, he gets hit.
Fumbles.
And the ball's up in the air. I'm not sure if that was a throw or he was a fumble. They say it is a turnover.
That's twice now. He's stepped up in the pocket and holding that ball way too high. He's got to unload it, and if he doesn't, he's got to tuck it and run.
Yeah. So 2 turnovers for South Sumter in the first half and 2 turnovers for Dunellen, and that's why we're tied. But South Sumter has a chance to go ahead here with 43 seconds left inside Dunellen territory.
That's one of those where I think if you're a little bit more experienced, you realize that. They're looking for the deep route. If it's there, go ahead and throw it. If not, you got to tuck it and run some clock and try to make a play. But that's just a huge mistake. I know it's still a long field. I mean, they still got to go 44 yards, but that's a big, big mistake if it leads to more points.
And South Sumter does have a kicker.
Yeah, obviously. So they may be 20 yards away from an attempted field goal.
Shotgun formation, snap, inside handoff. He's going to try to cut to the edge, but he cuts back inside. That's Dion Williams. He gets all the way down inside the 40-yard line. 35 seconds and counting. They're going to take a timeout here. South Sumter's going to try to get into field position. 30 seconds.
Not sure. I don't know if that's their first or second timeout. I know it's not their last. I know they still have at least one more.
I think it's their second timeout.
You should tell them.
So South Sumter with 30 seconds left. They're at the Dunellen 40-yard line. Don't know what the distance that Lopez can hit it at, but he did have a 28-yarder, so you know he's within 30 to 35 yards probably.
Yeah, I think so. They're sitting at the 40. So, like I said, I mean, I think you're comfortable if you gain another 20 yards, and you might be able to gain 10 more and still have
Give
a
it a
crack
shot.
at it.
Yep, give it a shot.
I think Goolsby has been doing a pretty good job. I thought punting the ball, and then that punt he had was really bad. And then, you talk about Cameron Massey, those two plays where he's looked really good, but then he's gotten in trouble when they're getting pressure on him.
The snap is a
Yep.
slant pattern intended for number 6. That's Isaac Fields, but they're thrown behind him. Clock stops at 28.1 seconds left in the half.
Now you're faced with a 3rd and 6 or 7. You don't feel comfortable throwing the ball. I guess you probably go 2 downs and take a crack at it.
Malik Bell under center, power I formation, inside handoff. That's number 24 again, Royce, who gets
see if he tries
close to that. It's a 4th down.
Coaches are looking at each other. Yeah, I think they're sitting there saying, "We'll let this thing
run
down. Maybe we try. If we get it on 1st down, we run the field goal team out, or what are you doing?" They're still talking about it right now.
They're just going to let it run down and go to the halftime.
Yep.
So they're going to go and
they may call our timeout though. Yep.
They're going to call a timeout with 0.1
Maybe you throw
seconds.
it. You just throw it up in the air and see. Defensive. I mean, you got the timeout. Why not? Throw it. If you get a 15-yard penalty, they're at the 37-yard line. That puts you down to the 22. You can kick a field goal.
So they get a shot, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you got the timeout. I mean, the only thing you want to guard against is an interception return for a touchdown. I mean, I think this is one of those. You tell your quarterback you got to throw it
in the
to
end
the
zone?
pylon. Yeah, to the end zone or to the pylons where it's out of bounds, and there's no way they can get a return. That's the only thing you're scared of, because we've seen that a lot in college football and in high school. So you have to make sure that your guy can get it near the marker. If their guy catches it, he's probably going to be pushed out of bounds.
So it'll be one play unless there's a defensive penalty, and then we'll have a free play going into the halftime. We'll see what Coach Ty Lawrence dials up here for his South Sumter offense.
Yeah, to be honest with you, from what I've seen with their quarterback, I don't know if he can get it to the end zone. That's the other thing. If you're Donnell and you leave everything in front of you, and I don't know if he can get it there, but I would assume that's the call you make right here.
Shotgun, twin receivers left and right. Motion across the face. He's got to be looking, got pressure coming, steps up to the pocket. He's got pressure now, throws a deep ball way in the end zone. It isn't way over. And he overthrows
it. He can get it to the end zone.
He got it out of the end zone. So he throws it out of the end zone, and that'll be the end of the first half with a good game here. District 4A4, Dunnell Tigers 9, South Sumter Raiders 10, leading by 1. Extra point is the difference in this ball game. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3. Right back with some halftime thoughts.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Motorsports. Now is the best time to save as we clear out our entire inventory.
That means you'll find some of the biggest savings of the year. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. A new 2016 Yamaha V1 Wave Runner, the life jacket, all the Coast Guard safety equipment, all the gear you need to hit the water today. Everything you need for just $98 a month. Love Motorsports is Central Florida's largest power sports dealer. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water.
Anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Motorsports. Come and see what Love can do for you.
On approved credit, $19.99 down, 84 months, 4.49% APR plus tax on licensing fees. See dealer for details.
Saw a player coming and took him down.
Do you ever forget what it's like to save money? For example, Mike Scott Plumbing is known for saving you money. Don't use a cheesy GPS to find fixtures and faucets. Just come on down to Mike Scott Plumbing, where you'll find all the plumbing fixtures you're looking for. Not to mention a showroom which is over 4,000 square feet. Come inside and have a look. Or call us toll free 866-314-4443. And remember, if Walter runs through it, we do it.
Love Honda's model year-end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX Automatic two-wheel drives are only $179 $79 a month. These are rock bottom prices you won't see any other time of the year. Only during the model year-end sale at Love Honda. See more clearance
CBS
specials
Sports Radio
at
104.3.
lovehonda.com.
Go anywhere in the world.
Devices, your tablets, your phones.
You'll save like nowhere in the world. At Love Honda on Highway 19 between Homosassa and Crystal River. Come and see what love can do for you.
36 months, 12,000 miles per year. $29.99 due at signing plus tax title license and any dealer installed options. On approved credit, see dealer for details.
All right, let's run down a few of the scores from around the West Central Florida area for those of you who are keeping up with it. Trinity Catholic tonight, trailing Melbourne Central Catholic by a score of 17-10. Buchholz 21-7 over Fleming Island. It is Lake Mineola just going ahead in the third period over Westport 14-13. Oak Hill right now at the halftime leads Franklin County 14-6. St. John's Lutheran tonight having a good time at the halftime. They are leading 36-16 over Lake Mary Prep. Our game of the week, of course, right now, Dunellen and South Sumter, and it's South Sumter just before the half taking a 1-point lead. They lead at 10-9. Here's some others for you. Citrus trailing Nature Coast Tech by a score of 21-0 at the half. 20-35 zip over Stanton at the half. It is Columbia beating Fletcher 10-7 at the halftime. Williston tonight by 5 over Trenton. Whoa, that's a surprise at the halftime. 12-7 score there. Seven Rivers Christian now tied up at halftime with the Villages 21-21. Still no score in that Fernando Central contest going on there. Whoa, that's a surprise at the halftime. 12-7 Seven Rivers Christian now tied up at halftime in the second period. Second quarter score. County still no score there. Fernando Central contest going on there. Bellevue trying to get up. Seven Rivers Christian now tied up at halftime in the second period. Second quarter score tonight. County still no score there. Fernando Central Bellevue trying to get up. Dunedin 24 zip at the second period ending. Lecanto, get ready for this. Lecanto 24, Wiki Wachi 8. That is the second quarter score there. Vanguard having their way with Lake Weir 49-6 in the second quarter, and it's PK Young trailing Santa Fe 28-6. That was an early first quarter score, hasn't changed since then. All right, let's go back out to Dunellen, Richard Kennedy Field, and check on the guys there and see what's happening with Mike and Brett.
Dennis, and we are here at the Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field, Dunellen, and they are behind by 1 point after South Sumter storms back and overcomes two early turnovers to go down by 9 points.
Yep.
And then come back in the second quarter and come and dominates the tale of two quarters, basically. It's all Dunellen in the first quarter, Brett, and South Sumter storms back and overcomes two early
turnovers we talked about.
Go down by 9 points.
Offensive line play.
Come back in
we are here. Really, the defense has won tonight so far, but turnovers
all Dunellen in the first quarter, Brett, and South Sumter storms back. Overcomes two early turnovers we talked about. Go down by 9 points.
Line play.
Come back in we are here.
Really, the defense has won tonight so far, but
turnovers all Dunellen in the first quarter, Brett, and South Sumter storms back. Overcomes two early turnovers we talked about. Go down by 9 points. We are here. Really, the defense has won tonight, basically. But all Dunellen in the first quarter, Brett, and South Sumter storms back. Overcomes two early turnovers we talked about. Go down by 9 points. We are here. Really, the defense has won tonight, basically. But all Dunellen in the first quarter, Brett, and South Sumter storms back. Overcomes two early turnovers we talked about. Go down by 9 points. Come down to defense. We talked about it. You know, it's going to be a hard-hitting game, and we've seen some hard hits already in this first half. And some big boys out there playing, and big boy football is what you like when you're having a championship game like this of this caliber. So we got about 10 minutes left in this first half. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, and we'll talk about some more about what they can do in the second half here at the Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field, as Denellen is behind by two South Sumter Raiders by 1 point, 10 to 9. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness is now celebrating 35 years giving back to your community and honoring all veterans and first responders. Stop in today for super savings going on all month long on new Ford cars and trucks and a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks, including Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss the 35th anniversary celebration at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 west of Inverness. Just look for the big American flag. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness.
So, one of those bargain roofers hurts himself.
And we welcome you back to CBS Sports 104.3 Friday Night Football halftime show here at Dunellen, Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field, as the South Sumter Raiders lead the Dunellen Tigers 10 to 9. It was a tale of turnover to two quarters. To be honest, the first quarter was all Dunellen, 2 turnovers by South Sumter, and then the second quarter was all South Sumter, 2 turnovers by Dunellen, and that just changed the momentum right there. So it's gone both ways, Brett, and it depends. It's going to be funny how it comes out. Dunellen gets the ball first coming out of the halftime to see if this first drive is going to be very crucial for them to see if they can get the momentum back.
Yeah, and I think you got to start by trying to get some confidence with your quarterback, Cameron Massey. I mean, he's had a couple of turnovers, made a couple of good plays, some good throws. We've seen them some success throw the ball out wide and use some of their players in space. But I think they've got to put together a good drive coming out here in the third quarter. I still think they got to feel confident about their defense. I mean, they played very, very well. You look at the drives that led to the field goal and touchdown. Both of those were short fields. So if you're Donnell, you feel like if we can get the field position battle, we think we have an opportunity. If you're South Sumter, you want to capitalize on the momentum. You want to get a 3 and out as soon as you get an opportunity and get the ball back in the hand of your offense, which is starting to find some holes towards the end of the first half. So we'll see if Coach Price Harris can dial something up offensively, because obviously you've got your backup quarterback in there, and that changes some things. But I also think it opens up some things as well, because Massey's a playmaker, and I think you see that first option trying to throw the ball and it's not there. He's gifted enough, especially with a pretty good rush from South Sumter. If he pulls the ball and runs, there's some plays to be made for him, and maybe even a pump fake and take off too, because I think they're coming after him. But if he can get to the outside, he's got some speed.
Do you think that he'll start dialing more quarterback draws, more
I think you're
quarterback
going to
plays?
see
You're going
that.
to see a lot. Just let him go on his own and then make something happen out of nothing. Because especially when he's back in the shotgun formation, he's going to be able to see the field and pick his holes, as a lot of running backs do now. Find a gap and run into it.
The 2 times he's gotten in trouble is when he was stood in the pocket too long and had that ball up in the air. So I think bubble screens, get the the ball out of his hands quickly if he's going to throw it, and then pull it and run, and some quarterback design runs. And I think they're going to have to get their run game going as well, some jet sweeps, some things like that. I think if they can get the ball to the outside, they're going to have some opportunities to make 8, 10 yards at a chunk. They've got more speed and more ability to make those chunk plays. They just, I think, have to call it. And perhaps Bryce Harris, that's one of the things you sort of, leave out of the playbook maybe in the first half. So you absolutely need it, and you may see more of that going into the third and fourth quarter, because that's where they were successful in the first half when we saw them make some plays.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting too. You're coming out of the halftime. You're coming out of a quarter where you had 2 mistakes and you let them back in the ball game. The other team back in the ball game. So we'll see what happens. We did see Jace Williams, one of the key running backs for Dunn, go down. He was injured for a little bit. Went off on his own power, but we'll see if he comes back and if he's full speed. Again, we don't know what the extent of the injury is to Lane Sanderson, the starting quarterback for Dunellen. But again, Massey came in and did an admirable job, except for the 2 turnovers. But we'll see what happens here coming into this second half. It's a beautiful night here as the South Sumter faithful has traveled well, and they're coming up, and they're actually very, very vocal, more vocal than I can hear from the Dunellen side, so they're ready to go.
Yeah, as Dennis mentioned some of those scores, just to update them again, kind of a surprise. Hernando and Brooksville Central tied up at 0 in the second. I think both those teams kind of sleepwalking through. I think Brooksville Central still feels a sense of shock after what happened to them last week. I don't know if they've fully recovered. Nature Coast Tech, no surprise, they've got a district championship on the line, and they look to be well on their way. We knew Citrus was going to play a hard game, and they were going to get in their face and play Citrus football, but a lot of talent on that Nature Coast Tech team, and they lead that game 21-0. A Nature Coast win, and even though Crystal River is off this week, that will end the race for the 2 spots in 5A7 moving forward, as a Nature Coast win clinches the district title for them and clinches the number 2 seed in the playoffs, number 2 in that district for Crystal River. Of course, Lecanto ahead of Weeki Wachee 24-8. Lecanto looking for their second win of the season. And the Villages and Seven Rivers Christian tied up at 21 at the half. Not a game that means really that much to either team, but I think it means a lot to Seven Rivers.
Oh, yeah,
just an opportunity to show where that program is, and very interesting, I think, for Ray Green and his crew as they get ready for the playoffs. The SSAC playoffs begin next Friday night. We'll be out there for our game of the week as they open up postseason play. So a big one for them. Of course, this one 10-9 at the half. Folks in 5A7, of course, I'm sure keeping their eye on 5A8 down the road and how that one is going to play out. I mean, kind of surprised, I guess, a little bit. I thought maybe that River Ridge team might struggle a little bit this year, but I mean, with the loss of Schwartz, but they've done a very good job of having a real good season. They're undefeated in district play. The big game tonight in that district taking place is Wesley Chapel in action against Zephyr Hills.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, Zephyr Hills leads Wesley Chapel 14-13 at the half. So that's a big one moving forward in District 5A8 as both those teams try to get themselves back into the playoff race. So a big one there for them. And we mentioned River Ridge, undefeated in district play as well. So those were the 3 teams that Nature Coast and Crystal River, I think, thought that they were going to see in the playoffs. Some combination of Wesley Chapel, Zephyr Hills, and River Ridge. River Ridge having no trouble with Anklote. They're ahead 33-0. River Ridge already owns a win over Zephyr Hills. So Zephyr Hills needs a win, or that will set up a winner-take-all match coming up next week between River Ridge and Wesley Chapel. And then, of course, the winner of that one would end up hosting Crystal River. The loser would come to Nature Coast in the opening round of the state playoffs. So that's how that is going to work out in 5A7 and 5A8. And in 4A, we know what's at stake here in the third and fourth quarter. The winner will host a state playoff game. The loser, of course, will have to be on the road.
There you go. And for you Bulls fans out there at halftime, Temple leads Bulls 20-19, 20-13, I'm sorry, at the half. So it's if USF can get the momentum going back in the second half as we get ready for the second half kickoff here from Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field. Friday Night Football, CBS Sports 104.3. We'll be right back with the second half kickoff as the teams are starting to warm up. We'll be seeing you in a minute. Momentum going back in the second half as we get ready for the second half kickoff.
Are you ready for tailgating season? Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln is. They're kicking off football season right with 2016 Ford Explorers with 72 months, 0% APR financing. 2016 Ford F-150 with 72 months, 0% APR financing. Don't let your team down. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Lincoln, Highway 19, just north of Crystal River. Not all buyers will qualify. See dealer for details.
For over 45 years, you've been able to find Bull Rice Roofing listed in the phone book. How many other companies are still listed along with them? Good question. Bull Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bull Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bull Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Motorsports. Now is the best time to save as we clear out our entire inventory.
That means you'll find some of the biggest savings of the year. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. A new 2016 Yamaha V1 Wave Runner, the life jacket, all the Coast Guard safety equipment, all the gear you need to hit the water today. Everything you need for just $98 a month. Love Motorsports is Central Florida's largest power sports dealer. Get to Love Motorsports today. You'll find everything you need to get out on the water for just $98 a month. Hurry in. You'll be shocked at the deals available during the model year-end sale. See more specials at lovemotorsportsfl.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Motorsports. Come and see what love can do for you.
On it for credit, $19.99 down, 84 months, 4.49% APR plus tax and license fees. Dealer for details.
I'll go home. Need wood for fire. I go get. I got wood for fire.
What takes so long?
Had to use restroom. Someone not reach the toilet paper.
My bad. You wash hands?
Of course. What caveman you take me for?
You know, Dan, people who save money by switching to Mike Scott Plumbing sure are happy.
Well, Brittany, how happy are they?
Happier than a caveman with indoor plumbing.
Yep. Get happy. Get Mike Scott Plumbing. If water runs through it, we do it. 237-2888.
Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness is now celebrating 35 years giving back to your community and honoring all veterans and first responders. Stop in today for super savings going on all month long on new Ford cars and trucks and a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks, including Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss the 35th anniversary celebration at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 west of Inverness. Just look for the big American flag. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness.
Three on Mike Deem along with partner Brett Knudsen doing the color. And 10-9 is your score here. South Sumter came back and in the second quarter over two turnovers from Dunellen. And the leads by 1 point here as we get started here. In the second half, Dunham will be receiving the ball and get the ball for the first series. They'll be going right to left on your radio. Just want to kind of mention something that the South Sumter is embracing technology as they have instant replay right on the sidelines with Wi-Fi. That's a fantastic look. We watched it here in this first half as they watched the plays and the fumbles and the mistakes they made and tried to correct them, and looks like they did in the second quarter.
Yeah, they got to play. I mean, it's like the NFL. I mean, as soon as it happens, they're rewinding it, and they've got the chairs for the lines to look at, and they're watching every single play right after it happens when they come over on a change of possession. I mean, we watched them after the first play from scrimmage when they fumbled. Yeah. They had the offensive line, everybody over there looking at it, trying to see what happened.
And also a note, Lane Sanderson, we just saw him on crutches on the sideline for the Tigers.
Yeah, walking boot on the ankle, so that's obviously not coming back tonight.
There's a high kick by Lopez. There's a fumble, and it was done they were going to do a fair catch, and he dropped the ball, but then they recovered it right there at the 30-yard line, be 1st and 10 for Dunham. So they avoid another disastrous start here in the second half.
That would have been bad for sure. Instead, you still get decent field position at the 30, and obviously obviously, if you're Dunellen, you have a pretty clear understanding of what's going on with your quarterback. You know it's Cameron Massey from here on out. We'll see what they do with him moving forward and how the offense changes here in the third and fourth quarter, and who's going to be able to run the ball for a couple of chunk plays. That's what it's going to come down to, I think, Mike. Can you get a 5 or 10 or a big run? Who can pull that off?
And Massey's going to go back in shotgun, single set back to his right. Ball's on the near side hash mark. They're going right to left on your radio. Twin receivers to the near sideline. We got referees looking at something now, and they got
didn't like the clock again.
11:55 on the clock, just getting started here. Motion across the face of Massey. Handoff, jet sweep to the far sideline, cuts it back inside. Number 13 twists, turns, gets all the way down to the 36-yard line. And good yardage gain there by Dunellen on the first
Talked
down.
about some of those runs. I think that's where Dunellen's going to have some success, is to the outside and then maybe spread that defense out and maybe try to get a quick hitter up the middle, but use your athletes out in space out wide. That seems to be where Dunellen might have an advantage if they're going to get anything going offensively.
That was Keaton Galloway, a senior, 5'10", 140. Same formation, shotgun, motion across the face. That's Mack. He's going to go jet sweep to the near sideline. And he's going to get the first down, and he gets down to the 40-yard line. Be first and 10 for just outside the 40-yard, be on the 41-yard line, first and 10 for Dunellen. Just getting started here in the second half. Your score here at Dunellen Ed Ludd Field, Richard Kennedy Stadium, is 10-9. South Sumter leads by 1.
Injured player for Dunellen trotting off. That's Keaton Galloway, who got dinged up a little bit running off the field. 2 positive plays, though, for the Tigers moving forward as they get a first down on 2 sweep plays.
Twin receivers to the far sideline. Shotgun formation, single setback. Massey, read option, going to hand off to the Jace Williams, who's twists and turns, gets close to a couple yards, call it 3 yards. It'll be second and 7.
Something that I just sitting here as we're right behind the South Sumter fans. I mean, you hear not just cheering, a lot of them, but they're telling their players where to line up, where to go, where to be, who's open. I mean, this is
it's a very knowledgeable fan base.
I mean, they're into it, and like you said, there's a lot of guys who played football at South Sumter that are in the stands and probably have a pretty good handle of what they're trying to run offensively and defensively.
They've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah.
Trip receivers on the near sideline. Bubble screen. That's number 21. Catches the ball. Going to cut back inside. Cuts outside. Stiff arms 1. Stiff arm 2. And it gets all the way down past the 50-yard line. So he's going to have a first down. And that's what you talked about. Bubble screens and quick hitters. And that's what Dunellen's doing. First and 10. Inside South Sumter territory. 10-19 left in this third quarter.
2 first down. You're keeping the clock moving. You've kind of flipped the field position already. You got South Sumter a little bit on their heels. And as we said, everything's been to the outside. Do they try something up the gut at some point?
Spreading them out again. 3 receivers. That's going to be Massey again. Bubble screen the number 9. They're going to cut into the 45. Goes to the 40. Cuts back outside. And it's brought down right there. We have a late flag coming in. And that's number 9 is hurt. And that's Maurice Goolsby, that's their punter.
It's like a cramp.
But we do have a flag down on the field.
I don't know if that was in the area. I mean, an odd place for them to call a hold on Dunellen that far down. I don't know what it is.
Pretty unusual to have cramps right after halftime, so I'm not sure what they're going to call here, though. But it's 10:03 left as it was a good gain on that little wide receiver screen.
Going against Dunellen, it certainly looks like.
Yep, going to move back 10 yards. They will be back to the 49 of Dunellen. We'll call it first and 13.
Big penalty right there. Takes away a big gain.
And all of that, you've lost number 9.
Yeah.
He's either going out with cramps or he's got a hamstring pull because he's holding both hamstrings as he goes off. That's Goolsby. And again, that's your punter.
Yeah. I mean, that kicking game is getting
pretty much
pretty
they're going to be
now.
going for 2 and then going on fourth downs. There we go. Shotgun formation again, near sideline. Motion across the face. It's going to be a handoff. Number 21, he's got the edge. He's going to get to the 50, and he's going to push down right there. As quickly they close up the gaps, does South Sumter, and shut him down. And we have a flag again back here at the original line of scrimmage. So it looks like it's going to come back again against Dunellen.
Again. That's one thing. You stretch it out like that, sometimes those interior linemen will grab a little bit to create some space. And now this drive that started so promising is definitely going backwards.
So we had some good yardage gained in the first couple of series of plays. Now they've gone backwards since the last two. And they moved back 10 more yards on the hold. All the way back to the 39-yard line. They call it 1st and 22. 10-9 your score here. 9:43 left in this third quarter. Just getting started. Just underway in the second half. Twin receivers to the near sideline. Shotgun formation, single set back to Massey's right. Snap, handoff, cut back inside. It's Jace Williams. He makes 1-2 miss in the backfield. A good run by Jace Williams as he gets all the way down to the 46-yard line first. His knees touched right at the 40-yard line, so they're going to call it second, and we'll call it 16. So a couple of yards back, but they got a long way to go. Seems like they're spreading it out a little bit more. And
yeah, they're trying to.
Trying to get some gap play there and trying to find some holes in the South Sumter defense. They go with pistol formation, twin receivers at the far sideline. Snap, handoff. That's going to be Jace Williams. He goes right tackle, and he is hit hard, knocked backwards for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long for Dunellen.
Penalties. You can stall a drive every time.
And it always hurts you. Penalties and turnovers, that's what loses ball games.
Sets up a 3rd and long. This is obviously passing down for Dunellen.
And they know it. South Sumter does. Shotgun. Massey's going to roll to his right. Got one man to beat and throws a strike. It's caught. Great catch by number 21. That's Josh Williams, but he gets back to the original line of scrimmage, so it'll be 4th down. And we'll see if Goolsby can punt or they're going to go ahead and go for it.
Looks like he's coming in.
He's coming out. Coming in, yes. Goolsby's coming back in, so they're going to go ahead and get the punting formation out there. Goolsby had a 60-yarder the first time, shanked one off his foot, and still went 40 yards. So we'll see what he can do here as we got 2 deep back for South Sumter. Number 6, Isaac Fields.
Still, if you're Dunellen, I mean, you get it across midfield, you have a chance with a good kick to bury him deep and make him try to travel to get some more points. And trust your defense.
Ball's just inside South Sumter territory. Ricky Tenorio is also back with Fields. Snap. High snap for Goolsby. Gets it up. Block coming. Line drive punt, but it's a good one. And if they can get down there, they can hit him leap, and they don't. It was a great punt by Goolsby as it bounced at the 5-yard line. Had a chance to down it right there, but just was too slow on the coverage. So it'll be 1st and 10 for South Sumter from the 20-yard line. It's a touchback. 8:15 left in the 3rd quarter. No scores yet in the second half. Score still stands 10-9 in favor of South Sumter.
Talk about the injury to Lane Sanderson. Probably one of the reasons why they missed the extra point. Otherwise, we'd have a 10-10 tie.
Yeah, exactly. So very quick offense for South Sumter as they go little wing team inside handoff. That's number 24, Rice, who's doing a lot of the pounding today. If you don't know Rice, 6'2", 247-pound senior. Fullback Rice, again, power I formation. Very quick handoff. It's going to be handoff to Williams. Going to go try to catch the edge. He does on the far side. He cuts back inside, runs over one, gets out past the 30-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for South Sumter.
Now we're seeing that pace work a little more in South Sumter's favor than it was early.
Yeah. And also maybe wearing down that line, too.
Yeah.
Going to go shotgun formation. Twin receivers to the near sideline. Ball's on the far side hash mark. Inside handoff. It's going to be the Fields who could have cut the edge.
Wow.
And he's knocked down.
That is number
pretty
52.
Quick. Wow. That is Maurice Jeffries, 6-foot senior, 234 pounds, just pounds Fields backwards.
Big play right there and sets him up 2nd long. Dunellen's got to get lined up, though.
And they go quickly into the wing tee again. Inside handoff, and that's Rice who blurs his way for a couple of yards.
This is where if you're Dunellen, you got to get off the field right here. You've got him now 3rd and long, a chance to get the ball back.
They're going to go quick again as they get twin receivers back on the far sideline. Shotgun formation, one single setback, a tight end to the right side. And they're looking over here, changing the play up a little bit. Called it 3rd and 9. There's a snap. Inside handoff, that's Williams. No, it's going to be kept by the keeper, Bell. He's going to try to get to the field. He cuts back inside, and he's stopped. Great play by the defense of Dunellen. As number 7 for Dunellen, that's Braylon Edwards. And number 6,
see here. This looks like
Corian
close
Patterson.
to 2 yards. Yeah, they're bringing in the kicker. I don't think you 10-9 game like this, you don't chance it as well as South Sumter's defense has been playing lately.
Carson Wells doing the kicking duties for South Sumter. Back deep is number 21. That's Josh Williams. High snap and a low kick. It's going to be right to number 8. That's Williams, and that's South Sumter. He made a mistake. He should have picked it up, and it drops all the way inside the 10-yard line. Downs it at the 9, so deep inside their own territory. They get started on their second possession.
And he's limping off the field. He looks like he's cramping up too. I mean, he's reaching for his hamstrings and doesn't look good there. So, but I mean, that's one of those you absolutely got to figure out a way to field. Even if you're going to get crushed, you got to field it. You're saving yourself 15 to 20 yards, and in a game like this, those are huge yards.
So they're going to take a quick water break with 6:13 left in this third quarter. Kind of settled down now a little bit. It was a little bit of rush back and forth, but with that South Sumter offense, the way they pick up the pace.
I think you're seeing the defense is really starting to take control, and it's going to be probably either a big play or turnover.
That's
I
what
mean,
I was
it's going to be
say.
a defense that comes up with another fumble in a short field, or somebody's going to break free with a big play. And if I'm Dunellen, I'm looking at my guys, even though they have some injuries, they've got more big play potential in them. You know, a big 60, 70-yard run. I think they have that opportunity, but they haven't been able to break it free yet. I liked what they did that last time, a couple of jet sweeps, kind of trying to break things free on the outside. But, you know, when you're doing that, you got to make sure those linemen aren't holding, and a couple of those got called back.
Well, Dunellen, with its defensive backs and safeties, they have, I think, 12 or 15 interceptions this year. And although South Sumter doesn't pass it, we'll see what it can do here. But they're on offense now as they go into a pistol formation with twin receivers to the far sideline. And it's given to number 1. He breaks out to the right side, cuts back inside. He'd be down to past the 15-yard line. Gets out of trouble there a little bit.
It's a good run. It's a nice first down play.
That was Josh Williams on the run.
Almost 8 yards right there.
Bring up 2nd and 2. As they break the huddle. They're going to go back in.
out there again. Looks to be okay. Yep. Little jump in his step.
Pistol formation again. A bad snap. Wasn't ready for it, and he's going to pick it up. And no, they're going to say referee blew it down. So the snap was not, they were not ready for the snap, but they said it wasn't. I didn't see the call. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
They're not moving the ball anywhere, so it's not a penalty. So they're going to come back up the line of scrimmage and just call it. 5:35 left in this third quarter. Pistol formation again. Snap. Inside handoff. And they're going to get close to the first down. Looks like they're going to be done. He's still pushing the ball, but the ball comes out.
Wow, it sure did. There we talked about that turnover.
There's the turnover inside their territory. So Dunellen again with another turnover. And South Sumter ready to go break this apart.
Tyree Frazier, number 28, the junior, 5'8", 160, stuck it in there, and he just tried to keep his feet churning and got hit hard and lost it. I mean, you've got to be able to hold on to the football when you're running up the middle against South Sumter, because they're going to bring guys to it. And now here is one of those big potential momentum changes in this football game if South Sumter can find the back of the end zone here inside the Dunellen 20-yard line.
Well, set on the 18, far side hash mark going left to right on your radio. And again, you can watch this on YouTube. You're streaming live on CBS Sports Radio 104.3, any mobile device. Bell's going to go under center. Little wing T action, snap. Handoff to Rice. He buries and puts his head down and gets a couple yards. And buries all the way down inside the 15-yard line. So they'll be down on the 14-yard line, second. And we'll call it 5. They're going to huddle here. They're not going to go as quick as they did before. They're not back at the line of scrimmage. So South Sumter changing it up a little bit. Twin receivers to the near sideline. Single setback behind Bell. He's in the shotgun formation. Handoff. That's going to be Dion Williams.
Oh, nice play. Number 52 again.
Yeah. That's Maurice Jeffries, who comes off the defensive end. And now we've got more flags coming in.
That looks like
after
it's
the
going
play.
15 yards against South Sumter. There was some late hitting going on there, and it looks like, well, I don't know. I think the Raider guy got caught. The official from
The
about
second
10
one.
yards down the field didn't like something he saw, and I saw the Dunellen player run over to try to get to his guy to say, hey, stop. They're getting the penalty, and if that is against South Sumter, that is huge. If it's against Dunellen, it's huge also. Either way,
Either way,
I
it's
mean,
huge.
this could turn into an easy touchdown for South Sumter with a 15-yarder or put them in a deep, deep hole here.
So 4:46 left in this third quarter with South Sumter threatening. It is against South
Offsetting.
Sumter's offsetting penalties, so they're going to redo the down. They're still having a discussion on the field, but
that looked like it was after the play.
Yeah.
So I think that short gain is going to stand, and it'll be third down now.
So they're going to say third and 5. Yeah, third and 5.
Maybe closer to 6, it looks like.
Just inside the 15-yard line. Quickly get up there. It's a power I formation, hand off the right, and he is stuck at the line of scrimmage. Well done by number 52 again, Jeffries.
I don't think there's any way you go for it here. You got to try to kick the field goal. I'd be surprised if they don't trot off the field goal kicker here. I know you're trying to put the game ahead by more than a score, but yeah, they're calling in the field goal. It's a big stop for Dunellen.
It was
Huge.
a big
stop. This is twice now that their defense has saved them. What couldn't that be now 8 points?
Yeah.
We can talk about an 8-point swing defensively, and now if you're the Dunellen offense, you got to say, okay, we've made more than our fair share of mistakes. That's 3. Now we got to put a drive together to try and win this football game.
31-yard field goal attempt by Lopez from the left side hash mark.
Wind.
And we got a
delay
flag.
a game. They were late on that. I mean, they took some time to make their decision whether they were going to go for it. Then they trotted them out there. How many times do you see it, Mike?
Yeah.
An extra 5 yards.
It's going to make a difference.
I mean, he probably is going to make this field goal in terms of distance, no problem. But after you get that penalty, it changes things up a lot.
So here we move it back. It's going to be
spotted at the 26, so 36 yards.
36-yard field goal. There's a snap. Put down. Kick is up. Kick is good. So Lopez, 36-yard field goal, puts 3 more points on the board for South Sumter. 13-9 is your score. 3:52 left in this third quarter. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football on CBS Sports 104.3.
Our model year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com, and the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruisers, $179 a month, or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what love could do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. 500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
Welcome you back in. 13-9. Here's your score at Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field. South Sumter kicks a 36-yard field goal by Mr. Lopez, Ezekiel Lopez, as they go up 13-9.
Once again, if you're Dunellen, I think you've escaped what could be a very difficult hole by your defense. And now offensively, you have absolutely got to put together a drive. And if nothing else, you can't turn it over again. You got to erase that big time.
So 1st and 10 from the Dunellen 36-yard line. Throws a deep ball all the way down, intended for number 9, but it was a flag on the play.
I think they're going to call defensive holding. It's not going to be pass interference, but probably holding is my guess. It could be pass interference.
It was a throw the ball. It was an incomplete pass, completely over number 9's head. But we'll see what the call is here.
It is interference.
Interference against South Sumter as they get the call.
The South Sumter fans are upset, but the problem is with that, the pass interference occurred about 15 yards before the ball landed. So while the receiver wasn't even close to the ball and South Sumter's trying to say, well, it's uncatchable, when it's that far away from it, you don't know if it's uncatchable. You don't know how far that guy can run. So
Right.
I think that's the big problem. I mean, if the pass interference is right as the ball sails 10 yards over his head, you can call that uncatchable.
Little bubble screen again to Ivory
A lot
Mack.
of
Gets
room.
to the 45, 40, down the right sideline, the 30. Stepped out of bounds right there, about inside the 20-yard line. I'm sorry, just outside the 20-yard line. They're going to say it's at the 24-yard line.
That's a great job by Price Harris going tempo there, because South Sumter's, the coaches are getting into the officials here. The players are looking around, and he goes quick, bubble screen to a speed guy, and
They're going to mark it at the 28. I'm sorry.
I stepped out of bounds there, but still here you go. If you're Dunellen, player down with some cramping. We didn't think we'd have this tonight.
Yeah.
Should not have this tonight.
Especially coming out on the second half when you have
I'm not cramping up. I'm freezing.
I know, it's cold up here. It's actually fantastic, really, to be honest with you.
Here you go if you're Dunellen, though. I mean, this is...
You got to have it.
You're down 4. This is, I don't think you even have a choice to do anything but go for it no matter where you're at now on 4th down. But you got to find the end zone, and if you do, you're at the end of the 3rd, early 4th quarter with the lead, which is where you want to be.
Massey shotgun. Motion across the face. Inside handoff. And it's going to be number 20. He cuts it in that side. Very well designed play. There's a cross buck. And that's number 20 on the run. Keon Williams gets all the way inside the 20-yard line. Now that backed all the way down. They're going to say now there's a flag, I believe. Timeout for...
I think they're looking to measure.
Yeah, they're measuring. Okay, I'm sorry. They're saying he was down before that. But they marked it just inside the 20-yard line, so they're bringing the chains out to measure. 3:14 left here. 13-9 is your score here.
Big answer here, though, by Dunellen. I mean, they needed this. Turnovers at the end of the half. A big turnover early in the 3rd quarter led to some points. Their defense, again, bailed them out with a stop. Looks like that is
just short.
About as close as you can get, which is, if you're Price Harris, that's not a big deal.
In fact, I mean, it's 2nd down. Maybe even do something different and try to hit one in the end zone.
Yeah, I mean, you probably feel like you got 3 downs to play with
easily,
here.
yeah.
I mean, go ahead and still run whatever you want here. This doesn't change anything up.
We're going to go shotgun formation. Single
really
step
like
back
to see Massey kind of pull one and run and see if there's something there for him.
Twin receivers on the other side. Low snap. It is Massey. Direct snap. And he's going to cut through the middle. Cut back inside.
Yeah.
And a good run by Massey. Gets inside the 10-yard line.
That one, Mike.
You see it.
They had the bubble screens going. You've seen some jet sweeps. Even a little power up the middle. And you just felt the quarterback with the ball in his hands right now was the right play for Dunellen to call.
1st and goal from the South Sumter 9-yard line. 2:58 and counting here in the 3rd quarter. Dunellen threatening as they go empty backfield. Twin receivers both left and right. Tight end to the left side. Motion across the face. Jet sweep for Jay Sweep. He cuts back inside. And then he's met right there.
Against this defense.
Yeah, exactly. He got met really quickly as the close. He saw a hole, but then closed it up.
Yeah, it closed quickly. But give him credit. He stuck his foot in dirt and cut back in.
They're going to say he gained about 2 yards. 2nd and goal from the 7.
And once again, I think even though it's a 4-point deficit, I think you're looking at going for it on 4th down because of the kicking situation.
Empty backfield again. It's going to be a pass to the end zone intended for Goolsby, and it was broken up.
Look at Goolsby in the corner. He's saying exactly
Throw it
what I
up.
thought. You got to throw it up tall. I've got 3 inches on that guy. You put it up in the air, I'm going to go get it. He threw that shoulder high, and the defender for South Sumter was right there and just made a decent play on the football. That's one of those, if we get down here again, you might see that one more time. You just got to put it up in the air and let your guy go get it.
They're bringing in Jared Ham, who plays defense mostly, so maybe he's a blocking back here. We'll see. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Shotgun formation, single step back to Massey's right. Snap, Ham, tight end, throws a outside.
Look at that
play. Flipped after him, then it went to the right side. That's number 45. That's Logan Townsend as they get the 6
What a call
points.
by Price Harris. I mean, that's the last guy in that formation you think is getting the football, and a quick decision by Massey. He knew it was going there all the way. Really good design play by Price Harris and very good execution. And now it'll be interesting to see what you're doing. Dunellen sideline trying to figure it out, and I think what they're doing is they're trying to get their offense back on the field to go for 2. I mean, this is a 15 to 13 game. Ordinarily, you're kicking the extra point, right, to go up by 3. But because I think they don't have much confidence in being able to make it, I think they're kind of forced into going for 2. And they're probably going to have to call a timeout or take a penalty.
Yeah, they're going to.
Because it's getting awful close right now.
2 minutes left, and they're going to go
that
for
back
2
official underneath the.
He's pretty close.
Yeah, he just gave him the 5-second call right there. They got to get this thing off.
There's a snap. It's going to be Massey has a direct snap, and he's going to try to go up the middle, and he's not going to make it, so they hold him.
And with a good field goal kicker like South Sumter.
Yeah, makes a difference. So now Don Allen goes up 15 to 13, 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Fantastic game here for this District 4A4, what we call it, the first championship.
Yeah, this is definitely the district title one for sure. And a big answer there by Donnell and Mike, as that gets them right back where they were to start the game. They had that early lead. Now they're back in front. So here, if you're Donnell, you got to feel like, okay, 2 minutes to go. If we can kick this ball deep and get a stop and get the ball back in good field position, we have a chance to go up by more than one score. And that they've had that once in this game at 9-0. I'm sure they feel like if they can add to that one more time, it might be enough.
So I still don't have who number 25 is, but he's been doing the kickoff right now. I don't have the name on the roster. Apologize. But he's been kicking low line drives. So we're getting ready to kick here as he running up the ball, and he's going to get ready to kick. Run up. And we got a blow whistle again. It looks like it could be offsides
on Donnell.
That's going to push them back even further on a scrib kick. So right now, 2:06 left in the third quarter. It's Donnell up 15 to 13. But again, we've already seen a 28-yarder and a 36-yarder.
That's the one thing. If it comes down to a kick, certainly South Sumter has a huge advantage. A lot of confidence in their kicker. He's looked very good tonight.
So back deep for South Sumter. That's number 3, Deion Shine. And number 4, Brandon Colbert. There's a run up, kick, low line scrimmage. Hits the front. It's Donnellon's got the ball. That was a mistake, but it was a good mistake for Donnellon as it hit a player in the South Sumter front line. And now there's a little scrum going on in there.
Yeah, but that's Donnellon ball. They've already ruled it. They hit a lineman who was turning the other way, and he was not paying any attention at all. And Donnellon jumped on that one big time. No.
They're saying that South Sumter comes out with the ball, but they already said that Donnellon had the ball. This is getting really interesting here going into this end of this third quarter. So they're saying 1st and 10 for Donnellon just inside the 50-yard line, called for 49.
Check that one out on YouTube. You'll see he looked like he almost hit his foot in the ground, miskicked it. Just happened to hit a South Sumter up back who was kind of halfway into his back pedal, and it was a big lineman on top of it, and it scooted right in front of him, and there was 3 Donnellon players making a beeline for it. And now here's your chance if you're Donnellon.
Massey, empty backfield notion across the face. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to go to the right side. He makes one miss, catch 2, and then pushed out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down for Massey. And you just talked about it. Designed runs by the quarterback is what we talked about at halftime.
I think Price Harris also is I think he's starting to feel it. I think he's starting to feel the play calling and kind of see what's working. We're seeing not a whole lot of passing, although he called that last one on 3rd long perfectly. But I think he's really understanding what's going on with that South Sumter defense. He's got them in a very good spot. We're just watching the replay of that kick right now. That's offsides on South Sumter.
He's using that read option very well, and that's exactly what they're looking for. We got a blow whistle again. They're going to call it on Donnellon. That's movement. Move back.
I'm surprised. Looked like South Sumter crossed the line, but that's okay.
5 yards goes back
the other
way. Just inside the 50-yard line. 1:56 left in the third quarter.
Certainly, South Sumter
just joining us. Donnellon was behind by a
very
field goal.
Good
4 points, I'm sorry, and then come back with a touchdown pass to Logan Townsend in the corner. Pistol formation, twin receivers from the near sideline. Turnaround snap, handoff to Mack. Cut outside, goes back inside, gets to the inside hash mark, and they're trying to rip the ball out of it. They down to the 43-yard line, but Mack hangs on. We got 3rd and a call at 3. Dunellen got the ball. That was a mistake, but it was 3rd and 4. I'm sorry. 1:32 and counting as the clock runs down in the third quarter.
And a 36-yarder. That's the one thing. If it comes down to a
Massey
kick,
getting the
certainly
signal from the
South Centre
sidelines.
has a
Twin
huge
receivers to
advantage.
the
A lot
far
of confidence in
sideline.
their kicker. He looked
Goolsby's going to
very
be
good
down to the near
tonight.
sideline. Single wide out. Setback is number 20, Keon Williams to Massey's right. Snap. Looking. No, he's going to get a run. He's going to get, scramble. They're going to take him down as a sack. That's number 4 for South Sumter.
Big play
Brandon
defensively.
Colbert. Brandon Colbert, defensive end, ran down Massey. Brings up 4th and long. So they're going to go ahead and punt the ball. Bring out the punting team for Dunellen as Goolsby goes back.
Dunellen, the positive is, you got the last couple minutes of the quarter to run off, and now you've got an opportunity to bury them deep to start the fourth quarter, and potentially you could get good field position again.
2 men deep for South Sumter, standing at their own 10-yard line. Punt block is coming. Snap. Kick is up. It's a low line drive. Goes to the far side. It's going to bounce out of bounds.
Go inside the 20.
It is inside the 20.
Almost down to the 10.
So they're going to say right at the 11-yard line, 12-yard line, 1st and 10 for South Sumter inside their 15-yard line. 22 seconds left in the third
quarter. This is what we
quarter.
hoped and what we expected. I mean, it may have not been as pretty as we thought with, 5 turnovers in the game, 3 for Dunellen, 2 for South Sumter, but what you've got is a 2-point game going into the fourth quarter. After this play, we're going to be going into the fourth quarter. So, I mean, this is going to be quite the finish, I would imagine.
So Malik Bell brings out his offense. The 2 big backs to go into the power I formation. Snap. Handoff. That's going to be Keon Williams who's cutting the backfield, but he's going to try to make do of it. He gets back to the back to the line of scrimmage.
Some miscommunication there on that play. Dunellen took advantage of it.
Keon Williams trying to get it in there. They're going to run the
That'll be
clock
the end
down.
of the quarter.
That's the end of the quarter. So with the end of the third, that score stays at 15-13. Dunellen leads. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every color, every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
So, one of those bargain roofers hurts himself on the job. Who pays? You do. Because his low prices don't include insurance. You think you got a bargain? Not. Bull Rice Roofing has been there for you for over 45 years, with quality roofing from a family-owned and operated business with only employees, not subcontractors. Bull Rice Roofing, dependable, reasonable, and as easy to remember as a bowl of rice. Bull Rice Roofing, 628-7445, CCC 025464.
Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness is now celebrating 35 years giving back to your community and honoring all veterans and first responders. Stop in today for super savings going on all month long on new Ford cars and trucks and a great selection of pre-owned cars and trucks, including Ford certified pre-owned vehicles. Don't miss the 35th anniversary celebration at Nick Nicholas Ford, Highway 44 west of Inverness. Just look for the big American flag. Get to Nick Nicholas Ford Inverness.
Third and long as they give a handoff to Rice again up the middle. It's going to be out 4th and long now, just on the 15-yard line, exactly on the 15-yard line. So it'll be punting duties for South Sumter. And that's going to be number 5 going back, Carson Wells. 2 receivers back for Dunellen's number 21 and number 7. That's Braylon Edwards.
Another big stop by the Dunellen defense. Should get very good field position
There's
again.
a snap. Kick is a low end over end. It's going to bounce. It's going to be picked up by number 21. He goes up to the 50, the 45, all the way down to the 37-yard line. That's Edwards. as he is taken down there 1st and 10 for Dillon. Just getting started here in the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, we are live streaming this game on YouTube, CBS Sports Radio 104.3. Check it out. You can watch it now, or you can watch it later at your convenience on any mobile-enabled device. 15-13, Dillon leads, and they're getting started on their first possession of the fourth quarter.
This is time where you can really make a statement. I mean, you want to be back-to-back district champs, and you want to be where South Sumter has been. This is the kind of drive that can define a team in a season right here.
Modified pistol formation. It's going to be handoff to Edwards. He's going to go off left tackle, and he's taken down pretty quickly there by Carson Wells. Gain of maybe 2 yards.
Wondering if you might not. I don't know. Do you go for quarterback boot or something like that now? You got to get them out in space a little bit, I think, because now you've seen a couple of runs up the middle and not a whole lot happening. I think you got to try to create some space for your guy. I don't know if maybe you try to get one out there for Goolsby.
Gain is 1. Going to go back in the pistol formation. That's Massey's going to toss sweep, and this is going to be Jace Williams. He's going to get down to the 40, trips himself up, and he's taken down right there. And so short gain on the play.
Now Donnell in that tough part where you've got 3rd and long.
So we call it 3rd and 9. Ball set at the 37-yard line of South Sumter. Dillon now going left to right on your radio. Dillon all in black helmets, black pants, black jerseys. South Sumter black helmets, black pants, and white jerseys. Twin receivers with the far sideline, balls on the near side hash mark. Kate looking, Massey looking, throws a deep ball in the corner, up for grabs and overthrown, intended for number 21. That's
Not going to get
Josh
a pass
Williams.
interference penalty there. They were looking for it, but you're not going to get one on that play.
So they tried to go long and deep, and it's going to be 4th down. Not sure if they're going to try to pin him back or they're going to try to go for it. So they're bringing the punting team out, so Goolsby goes back to the punting duties. Nobody's going to go back for South Sumter. They may try to come after this, see if they can get a block. Again, this is in known kind of weird territory. It's sitting at the 37-yard line, so it's not much of a gain if they can get it there.
I think they're angle it, maybe take a penalty here, but I think you want to angle it for inside the 15 or the 10-yard line. Once again, can South Sumter drive 80 yards on your defense as we're under 10 minutes to go in this one?
There's a snap, and he's going to try to kick it straight up. It goes straight up, and it does bounce right there. Oh, it takes
nice
a Donnell and bounce all the way down to the 20-yard line, just inside the 20. They'll down it right there.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly.
You could tell he was told, kick it for the corner, try to get it inside the 10, and inside the 20, which is fine.
So 9:30 left in this ball game. 15-13 is your score. Donnell leads. So 5 turnovers in the game so far. 3 by Donnell, 2 by South Sumter. None. One in the second half.
Yeah,
one in the
who's
second
going to
half.
make a play now? Does Donnell continue to dominate on defense, or does South Sumter find something?
Again, quick up-tempo offense as Bell goes under center. Hands off. That's going to be Fields. It's going to be on the outside. That's number 4. He gets taken down right there. Brandon Colbert. Good gain on the play, though. A 2nd and 7. Ball's on the 23-yard line.
Donnell player down, so.
See who that is. I can't see the number. It looks like number 9. That's Goolsby. He's been hurt a couple times tonight. Maybe the cramps again. We're not sure. It is Goolsby with that injury. Timeout. We're going to take a timeout. It is a cramp, but we'll take a timeout really quickly here. You're listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every color, every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
And And we are back. 9:17 left in this ball game. Dunn leads 15-13. As South Sumter driving here, 2nd and 7. Inside handoff to Rice, who cuts inside and then pounds his way close to the first down.
Looks like he's got it. They're going to move the chains.
They call it first down, so they do move the chains. It's 1st and 10 for South Sumter on their own 30-yard line. Go to the huddle first, very quickly out of the huddle, up to the line of scrimmage, power I formation, handoff, and it's dropped.
Fumble.
And then as he picks it back up, though, but he gets back to the line of scrimmage before he's taken down there. 2 players, number 33 for Dunellen. That's Francois Joseph. There was a fumble, but he picked it back up and it bounced right into his hands. So very
fortunate bounce, but still not a very big gain. Sets up a 2nd and long. Key down here, I think, for Dunellen. Keep him to 2 or 3 yards or less here. You feel confident about getting the ball back.
Little wing tee and a crossbuck for that's Williams as he tries to go off the right side. Didn't get the edge. And Dunellen stops again. So it's going to be 3rd and long for South Sumter.
This is a big one here. I mean, now you're talking about under 8 minutes to go.
Timeout for injured player.
If you're Dunellen, you got to be thinking, get the stop here, get the ball back. Not great field position, but decent field position with 8 minutes to go. Chance to put together a time-consuming drive and some points. Might just about do it here. But they got to get it done on offense, which is it's been tough sledding for them. Both teams.
Is this two territory?
I don't think so. I think he's got confidence in his defense that they can flip the field here if they can get a good kick.
Shotgun formation for Bell. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to take it himself, cuts it back inside, and they're very done. Well done by the Dunellen defense. They take him down short of the first down. It'll be 4th and long for South Sumter.
Now, they have had a couple of punts. At least the snaps have been a little bit high. But I don't know if Dunellen chances it and tries to put a rush on here. Because you should, if your guy fields it, should get it near the 35 or 40-yard line.
That's where he's set back. Edwards is back at his own 35. Wells, snap. Nice, easy kick, low line drive. It's going to be Jace Williams at the 32-yard line. Goes back to the inside. Goes out to the 40-yard line. We have a flag coming in, a very late flag.
That's a hold against Dunellen.
So it's going to move them back from where they put the ball down, which is right close to the 40-yard line. It's going to move back to the 30-yard line.
7:07 left, Mike, and this is what we talk about. I mean, I know Dunellen likes they'll pick up the pace sometimes offensively, but this is where you could use a nice methodical drive, especially if it ends in points.
Yeah.
Price Harris, you're talking about. I mean, whoever you are, make a couple of big plays, find the end zone, and we can win this football game. You got to figure out a way offensively to open up some holes and need your quarterback to make some plays. Maybe Goolsby. I mean, they got the guys who can do it. This is the time for them to shine.
They need this here because it's going to may come down to Ezekiel Lopez if they can get
got
anywhere
a good. Yeah, I don't think you want it to come down to that.
No.
Dunellen saw that in the 3rd round of the state playoffs last year. A game come down to field goal where they thought their kid was going to make it in a sloppy condition, and he didn't.
Zachary West, yeah. Here we go. Empty backfield. Twin receivers both left and right. Spread around. Mack goes across the face. Jet sweep going to hand off to Mack, and he's going to cut back inside. And he is met right there for a short gain. I tell you though, the referees are letting them play a little bit through the
whistle,
itself.
but they're also letting. I mean, they're letting you forward progress stopped and even more. And that's where we've seen, I think, a couple of the fumbles as well.
So we're down to 6 minutes and 40 seconds here in this ball game. Shotgun with single setback, twin receivers to the far sideline. Ball's on the near side, far side hash mark. Snap, low snap. Little bubble screen, throws it over his head, and it's tipped up.
Snap, did that one in.
Yeah, that was intended for Goolsby, and we just threw it up to him, and Goolsby's 6'2". So it brings up 2nd down with the incompletion. Clock stops at 6:28.
Yeah, you have to stop the clock right there. Now you got a huge 3rd and long here, or you give South Sumter the ball back, and this is why they punted, because they felt like, hey, we get a 3 and out, we got a chance to make a play. Well, you see a timeout by Dunellen.
We're going to take a quick timeout here from Richard Kennedy Stadium and Ed Love Field. 6:26 left in the ball game. 15-13 lead for Dunellen. We'll be right back after these messages. You're listening to Friday Night Football on CBS Sports 104.3.
Our model year-end year-end sale is finally here at Love Chevrolet.
Love Chevrolet's easy buying experience starts online at lovechevysales.com, and the ease and convenience continues through every step of your new car purchase. At Love Chevrolet, it's easy to buy a new Chevy. Right now, buy any new Chevy with 0 down, 0% financing up to 60 months is available. Drive new 2016 Chevy Cruises, $179 a month, or a 2016 Chevy Malibu for just $199 a month. Looking for a Chevy truck? Right now, you could save up to $9,000. Don't miss this chance for rock bottom pricing during the model year-end sale at Love Chevrolet. See all the savings and selection at lovechevysales.com.
Go anywhere in the world first, but check with Chad last, and you'll save like nowhere in the world at Love Chevrolet. On Highway 44 in Inverness, come and see what love could do for you.
24 months, 10,000 miles per year. Offers on approved credit. 500 due at signing plus tax and licensing fees.
And we are back. Here's a snap. Low snap, but good. He's going to be sliced. He throws it out, and it caught by Jace Williams. He gets close to the first down. He gets through the 30, 35. No, he stepped out of bounds. Just first down. So he's short of the first down, but
by
it's a great
2
play.
yards. Wow. And otherwise, he was gone, too.
Yeah.
If he stays in bounds, that's a touchdown. Instead, now,
it's fourth down.
And you absolutely have to punt this football.
And Goosby's going back now. 6:13 left, and that was a great play by Massey. Got the ball out of his hands to Jace Williams, and he got down the sideline, but stepped out short of the first down. 2 players back. For South Sumter standing at their own 25-yard line. Goolsby taking over the punting duties since Lane Sanderson got outside. High snap. Kick. Big high spiral now. Lots of time on it. No fair catch. And there's, maybe he did fair catch. I didn't see the hand go up, but that was number 6 for South Sumter, Isaac Fields. And it'll be 1st and 10 for South Sumter with 6:06 left. Try to win this ball game.
Yeah, does Dunellen's defense have one more big stop? This is where I think with 6 minutes to go, if you're South Sumter, you think about 4th and 4 or 5, do you go for it? Because does your defense have one more stop left in them? You know, you punt the ball away with 4 minutes to go to Dunellen, there's a chance you might not get the ball back. So this could be close to 4-down territory.
They call the play on the sideline as the whole offense runs out to line up at the line of scrimmage. Rice going to be in a power I formation. Bell under center. Quick snap. Handoff. Cut to the edge. This is number 4. He's going to be cut down. No, he's going to stick down. He's gone. They're saying he's stepped out of bounds right there. So he was going to explode down the sideline, but he was close to going out. That was number 4. Brandon Colbert got the edge, but stepped out of bounds close to the first down. It'll be 2nd and 2.
That's right in front of the South Sumter bench and their coach, and you didn't see.
They didn't say very much.
He didn't say anything about that, so he knew he was out of bounds. Still a good play, good run. Gets about 8 on first down, but he did step out of bounds.
We've got an injured Dunellen player over there who's down on the field.
The South Sumter fans are
Williams.
getting a little tired of injuries when they try to go fast.
Yeah, I don't know if high school players can think that way, but maybe they do. But
in a game like this, I don't think so.
I mean, that's Jace Williams. He's been down 3 or 4 times already.
Yeah.
In the middle of the game, so. Francois Joseph trying to fire up the defense here as we get ready to go here.
He's saying right now, stop him. I mean, 2nd down, we stop him here.
So come up to the really quick out of the line of scrimmage. Power right formation, power right left. Snap, handoff. No, it's going to be a pass play. He's looking for it. Wide open. Number 21 is overthrows him. Covered by Massey there. Came in late, but.
You know, the one thing I'll say about I enjoy the passion of the South Sumter fans, but it's not like they've put up 55 points, and this fast break pace has caused Dunellen a lot of problems. They've scored a grand total of 1 touchdown and 2 field goals, so the pace has not been an issue.
Power right formation to the right-hand side. Handoff inside to number 24, Rice, who gets a couple of yards. He does get close to the first down. It's going to be, see where they mark it here. He tried to reach
stretched his arm out, and the official caught that, and it's awful close.
They're going to call a timeout. They're going to try to measure here, but it's really close.
I think even with the stretch, he's about a half a yard short. I think this is an easy go for it on fourth down. This is fourth and next to nothing. Even if they're going to bring out this chains.
Yeah, they're bringing the chains out. They just want to make sure.
I think the decision for South Sumter would have been 4th and 3 or 4. Do we go for it? 4th and less than a yard. They're going to go for it. And this may even be a first down.
5 minutes and 38 seconds left here, and they're just outside their own 40-yard line.
Looks to be probably short by, oh boy, yeah.
Wow, it's 3 inches or so. So you expect another bell sneak.
Yeah, I think you're going to, I think he's talking to him now, and he's saying, let's get up to the line quick, line it up, and let's go.
They're going to remark it on the hash mark, the near side hash mark, as they're going right to left. Coach Lawrence is really getting into the referees' faces here because they're talking about switching people out. Now we got
he's pointing that
fourth down as they get ready
Chase
for
Williams
the snake.
is back in the game, recovering from the injury. They don't like that. They're starting to get a little irritated, but like I said.
There's a motion. There's a quarterback sneak, and he gets the play. He gets the first down. That's going to be Bell with a little extra push there.
Yeah, he had a lineman that was pushing him forward. And I think when you're Denellen and you're disappointed, they had to work hard for those 10 yards. The clock's still running. I mean, you still got a chance to put them in an uncomfortable spot here. There's still plenty of field right now before it's even near the field goal kicker's time. So
I figure he's hit a 36-yarder, so he maybe hits it at 40, 42 yards at the most.
I mean,
we go shotgun formation, single setback, handoff. The field's on the far side. He's going to go to the far side, cuts back inside, makes one miss to the 50, 45, 30, and 30. Now the sideline, left side, touches out of bounds and knocked there by number 4, Jared Ham. Pushed out of bounds inside the red zone of Denellen.
Yeah, they finally broke free on the outside, which they really have not been able to do all night.
And it comes from Isaac Fields.
Yeah.
175 pounds.
Well, speed to the outside.
Speed to the outside.
Yeah, that's what they went with.
5:11 left in this ball game. 15-13 is your score, and 1st and 10 inside the red zone for South Sumter Raiders.
Now you obviously want to get 6 on the board, but I don't think you're going to see that fast pace from them.
There's a handoff. He's going to go to the near sideline. He's going to try to catch it, and he's not. It's going to be Jay Swims. Got a flag coming in way from
where did that flag come from?
It's going to be a face mask.
Not so much the penalty, it was where the flag was thrown. That's not the guy who can see it.
Yeah. Well, I think it was because he turned, and the interior judge saw it. So a crucial penalty there for Dunellen. As South Sumter is threatening here with 5:03 left in this ball game.
Yeah, they're in great shape now. It's going to take it.
And
now another penalty on Dunellen. These officials.
I guess they're saying there's an unsportsmanlike conduct.
That looks like 33 he got too. That's the number he was given. Just kicked him out of the game. Francois Joseph was just shown the gate right there on that one. That's the second time they've had multiple penalties. That's the second time it's been to that official that someone had said something to.
Yeah. So 5:03 left, and the South Sumter fans are saying nah goodbye,
well,
but
still a lot of
time left. So the ball's inside the 5-yard line, setting right at the 4. 1st and goal.
I think you wonder if you're South Sumter, if you score and go up, what, 19-15? Do you go for 2? Try to make it knowing they may not make an extra point?
Yep, power I formation to the left. Snap, inside handoff to Rice. He's going to pound his way, and he's going to get it. Touchdown, South Sumter.
Yeah, they're talking about it. Do you go for 2 and go up by 6? Because if Denellen scores a touchdown, can they make an extra point?
That's true. And they look like they are going to go for it.
Now you know that
They're calling him back. They're calling him back.
You know that your guy's going to make the extra point. But I think they're thinking, we don't believe they can kick an extra point right now.
This is a decision that should have been made because now they're wasting time here. We'll see if they. So they're going to bring the offense back on the field.
Crucial play here.
They're going for two.
And this is
high formation to the left. Bell's going to be under center. Williams in the tailback position. Handoff. Flag comes out.
Delay a game.
Delay a game, and
really
we talked
ruins
about
it.
that. Right there. They should have made that decision. You still only have a certain amount of time to get the play in.
After the touchdown, you set the clock, and that's what happened. I mean, that was. Now they're going to kick it.
Now so they'll kick it now as Lopez comes onto
So
the
now
field.
if you're Donnell on a touchdown without an extra point,
Wins the game. So that should have been the decision the coach should have made.
That's
in the
something
earlier
they
part.
should have been talking about, like we were
Exactly.
2 plays ago. If we score, we kick to go up 6, or we go for 2 to go up 6, because we don't think they can make a field goal.
Oh.
Or an extra point.
And now we've got a penalty, and this may go against Donnellen. So now they're going to bring the offense back on the
You're
field.
Donnellen. You just
You're
sit
shooting
there.
yourself in the foot.
You just stand there and let them kick it. You just let them kick it. You don't. Blocking this extra point means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. And now, this is like an exercise in futility. Who wants to give the 1 or 2 points to the other team?
So now they're going to run the offense back on the field. Power I formation. Bell under center. Hand off to number 4. And he's going to get in. There's the 2 points right there.
Could be the difference in the ball game right there because you go offsides on an extra point.
So 4:55 left in this ball game. South Sumter goes up. It's 24-15.
Yeah, it says 20. It's 21-15. I don't know why that scoreboard's.
That's right, 21-15. I don't know when. That's right. It was 13. I'm sorry. So 21-15 is your score here. South Sumter Raiders. It's been back and forth. 2 lead changes here in the second half.
We've seen them go short on the kick every time, which, I mean, I guess that's what they think is best, but I don't know why you want to shorten the field.
Yeah, they don't want to give the athletes a chance to run it back. So we'll see what the kick is. Lopez standing over the ball, still 5 yards back, so it's not going to be a deep kick. There's a ball pooched up in the high into the air, and that's almost trapped there. Says Jace Williams picks it up.
That works out good for South Sumter. That's what you want. He kicked it right about the 22-yard line.
Williams tried to let it go out of bounds, but it bounced right there and just kind of died.
Yeah, it looked like a sand wedge.
So here's a big deal right here. 4:51. Donnell needs to get back in this ball game. Needs a touchdown. And 2 points. Goes
you
into
have a couple of big plays in your arsenal for Donnell, and they're going to have to come up with something here.
Massey.
This now becomes perhaps 4 downs.
Massey in the shotgun hand. The handoff to Jay Williams. He cuts back inside and then twists and turns. Gets close, just outside the 26-yard line. Gain of a couple brings up 2nd and 7.
You figure if you have your kicker, it's only 21-16, and then you have nothing to worry about anyway. Still no hurry by Donnell, and I mean, I think they're looking at this as this may be our last possession. We got to go for it.
Yeah. It's going to go pistol formation now. Set back to Massey's right. Twin receivers. Handoff. Now he's going to roll. Pressure coming. Throws an outside pattern, and it's knocked down. Almost picked off.
That was had 6 points written all over it, right in the hands of number 5.
Carson Wells.
Yeah. There was a lineman's dream or a linebacker's dream right there.
An incomplete, ball's incomplete. They'll bring up 3rd and long for Donnellen. Trick receivers of the far sideline. Ball's in the middle of the field. Massey, shotgun, single setback. Going to roll to the nearest far sideline. Looking. Pressure coming. Goes across the middle, and it's dropped. It is in the breadbasket. And out of the breadbasket. And that was number 9, I believe, Goolsby. So incomplete pass. 4:05 left in the ball game. 4th and long for Dunellen.
And their Goolsby's limping out there.
So they're going to punt it.
The punter's barely able to walk. Bryce Harris banking on his defense. I mean, Goolsby better get lined up. I don't know what he's doing out there.
Oh, here comes Francois, which I thought he got kicked
Yeah,
out.
maybe he didn't. There's just a personal foul penalty.
Yep. So Goolsby's looking over, and they got to watch it here. Time kicking down. There's nobody back deep for South Sumter as Goolsby gets ready for the punt. They had some good rushes coming in. They're going to let him punt it. And there's a tight spiral. It goes low, line drive, and it's going to bounce and roll inside the 35 down to the 30, say 34-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for South Sumter. So big defensive stand here with 3:57 left in the ball game for Dunellen.
Now Dunellen has forced a couple of turnovers in this game, 2 by South Sumter early on.
I don't remember. I don't see how many timeouts that Dunellen has.
I think Dunellen has used at least 1 here in the second half.
So this game has been all it's been written up about, to be honest with you. It's been back and forth, turnovers, emotions, momentum changes, personal foul penalties. It's been everything that you can ask for between two juggernauts of football here. Formation is going to be handed off. That's number 24. Big Mr. Rice, 247 pounds, tries to get a couple yards. They're going to give him about 1.
You would expect if Bryce Harris does only have 2, you would probably let it go now, and then maybe after 2nd and 3rd down, you call your timeouts.
It'll be 2nd and 9, gain of 1 there, 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the 4th. Again, if you're just joining us, you can watch this game on streaming live on CBS Sports Radio 104.3 on YouTube. Again, quickly up to the line of scrimmage, inside handoff. It's going to be kicked by the quarterback. Bell is going to come out to the 40, and he's stopped directly right there by the other quarterback, Massey. Good gain.
That was a big defensive play right there.
So Massey is coming up limping. So it's down 3:09.
Timeout, Dunellen.
We have a timeout on the field for Dunellen. We're going to take a quick break here. 3:09 left in the 4th quarter, 21-15. South Sumter leads. You're listening to Friday Night Football on CBS Sports 104.3.
Save a buck on a new truck from Eagle Buick GMC. 2016 GMC Terrains from $199 a month. 2016 GMC Acadias from $299 a month. Select from hundreds of new trucks and SUVs at Eagle. New 2016 GMC Sierras. Every model. Regular cabs, extended cabs, crew cabs, and diesels. Save over $6,000. Eagle Buick GMC is your GMC truck headquarters. Visit EagleBuickGMC.com or stop by US 19 in Homosassa.
CBS Sports Radio 104.3 is your official home for Gator football, Gator basketball, Rays baseball, and high school sports. This is WIKE English 104.3.
And we'll welcome you back into a beautiful ball game here at Ed Love Field. And we have a flag, and wow. They called him offsides, and down the Francois Joseph jumped.
Put his hand across the line. He has just been in control the last 5 minutes.
Yep. So it's an easy 1st down for
I mean, why he stuck his hand across there, I have no idea. There's no reason to do that. It just is not a smart football play.
It'll be 1st and 10 from South Sumter 45.
They got 1 timeout left.
They run up out of the huddle, get up to the line of scrimmage quickly. Power right formation, handoff. Going to be that number 4 is going to cut to the edge, come to the near sideline. Good tackle. And that's number 1 on him. Ivory Mack knocks him out. That's number 4, Brandon Colbert on the run.
I mean, now if you're South Sumter, obviously 1st down pretty much wins the game. But more importantly, even if you do get stopped, you're going to kick the ball and have a chance to bury Dunellen inside their 20-yard line without much of a problem.
Clock is down under for 2 minutes and 40 seconds now as Bell gets the sideline, comes to the sideline, gets the play, and then go back out really quick, get up to the line of scrimmage. The ball's on the near side hash mark, so it's snapped, and it's going to come crossbuck. Nice little play, and he gets a good yardage gain. That's number 21 on the run. That's Derek Dixon on a crossbuck play. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left as they get close to the first down. Third and short inside.
This is pretty much the ball game right here. First down would do it, Mike.
Clock just getting up to 2 minutes as Bell's all on the sideline there talking to the coaches. Comes back out to the huddle quickly. Gets out of the huddle, gets up to the line of scrimmage. Quick snap. And then inside handoff to Rice, and he gets the first down. He just buries it right in there. So it's 1st and 10 for South Sumter. 1 minute and 50 seconds left. And we got a timeout called by Price Harris to stop the clock.
Yeah, I think Coach Harris is going to feel like this is one that his team almost gave away. I mean, 3 turnovers can't happen even with a backup quarterback. Some defensive miscues, personal foul penalties. I mean, just not the type of play he would want from his team. The good news is, I mean, this is still a playoff team. They're still going to go to the playoffs, and you might get another crack at South Sumter. But obviously, you wanted that home game in the first round of the playoffs, and his team just too many mistakes tonight.
You know, mistakes and turnovers,
yep.
It's always the key. That's the key stat you look for in any football game.
Ends up being 3 turnovers for Dunnellon, 2 for South Sumter.
And the momentum change in that second half, the second quarter was really where everything started going to South Sumter's way. I mean, they had him on the ropes. Dunnellon had him on the ropes in the first quarter. I could have put him away, but they couldn't do that. So we're here, 1:50 left. 21-15 is your score here. So it should be nothing but running out the clock, and hopefully there's no shenanigans, as I would say, as they get out of the huddle, get up to the line of scrimmage very quickly, power I, handoff, and that's Colbert is going to take him down behind the line of scrimmage. That's number 4, Jared Ham.
Your only choice now is to try and go for a strip of the football. It's the only option you have.
And they're going to bring all 3 backs over and talk to them on the sidelines as they're close to the near side hash mark, so they're able to walk over and talk to the coaches on the sideline. As Bell does that right now with 1:24 left in the ball game. Sprints out to the huddle. They break it quickly, get up to the line of scrimmage. Again, power I, snap, and they draw them off sides again. So that easy first down right there, and that should be the ball game. Clock stopped with the penalty. 1:12 left, down to the 37-yard line of Dunnellon.
I think the frustrating thing for Dunnellon, too, is when you lose a football game, you never want to lose, but when you do, you want to know you got beat by a better team.
Yeah.
I don't think Dunnellon walks away feeling like that South Sumter's a better football team than they are.
No,
and I don't leave this game thinking that South Sumter is better than Dunnellon. 2 very good football teams, but mistakes.
Hand off to Colbert as he comes to the near sideline, puts his head down and runs out of bounds. Does stop the clock, so it's 46.1.
I think he got short of the first down.
He's short of the first down, so it'll be third.
I think he can almost take a knee, right?
Should be able to, 46 seconds. Knowing this rivalry game, I'm sure there's not going to be a kneel down anywhere near here. So they're going to go ahead and run the play. Little wing T formation here. Inside handoff to the big man Rice. No, it's going to catch by Bell. He's going to go to the 30, 25, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. And as a quarterback keeper, 39.6 seconds left, so we'll see if they're going to try another
Should
score.
be kneel down time.
We'll see what Coach Ty Lawrence does here as Bell taking himself 39.6 seconds. Clock that stop with the out of bounds play.
It's a big win for Ty Lawrence. I mean, you talk about the shoes he's trying to fill this year. And
Sherman,
come in, take over for Coach Sherman, and going to win a district title. It's pretty big.
Power I formation again. Bell's going to be under center. Snap, and he does do a kneel down. And that's a good call by Coach Torrance.
Yeah.
So
They're good friends. Coach Harris mentioned that these guys have coached and known each other for a long, long time, and obviously this is a big win for South Sumter. Chance you could see these guys again in the playoffs. The way with the format is here, there's always that opportunity.
And there's your kneel down. That should be the ball game as it's 15 seconds and counting. And South Sumter fans celebrate. They are district champions, more than likely. All they have to do is beat Mount Dora next week. They line up here as we count down to 0 seconds. Your final score here from Richard Kennedy Stadium, Ned Love Field. South Sumter Raiders 21, Dunellen Tigers 15. We'll be right back with some post-game comments. You are listening to Friday Night Football right here on CBS Sports 104.3.
Love Honda's model year end sale ends soon, so hurry in and save on every new Honda.
And Love Honda is making it easier than ever to buy. It all starts online at lovehonda.com. Then come in and choose from our best selection of new Hondas priced to sell, like a new 2016 Honda Civic LX Automatic for just $159 a month, or drive a new 2016 Honda Accord LX Automatic, just $169 a month, and the new 2016 CRV LX